some fuck Donald Trump music. You want on or no? You don't want on.
I'm on.
You don't want on. Get it?
Yeah.
Fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Don't speak up. We gon' speak up. Donald Trump. Yeah, nigga, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump.
I got a question. How'd he make it this far? How the fuck did it begin? A Trump rally sounds like Hitler in Berlin or KKK shit.
All right, welcome to the show. It's fuck Donald Trump time. What's going on? What are you doing? Taking Mikey to boxing. I'll go back down, go get another pizza. Maybe try a different go get another pizza. Maybe 2 large pizzas. Good pepperoni. What's your favorite pizza? Beautiful. It's been a beautiful day today. Got some shelving done. Burnt a lot of the wood. Yeah, they got Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut just opened a year ago. I didn't know. What is this thing here? Like, what is this? How do you put it? Huh? What is that? Huh? Anyway. Tommy stuff? My stuff? What? Huh?
Your stuff.
Dude, I had lots of wood. I hosed down my fire when I left. I didn't want the neighbors freaking out, but it was good. My barrel burning wood. May start up again. My Japanese. What Japanese? I need to put more tar on the roof. I want to make sure it doesn't fucking leak, dude. I just keep adding tar. Just tar. Just keep tarring it. You know, put 50 layers of fucking tar on that roof. Just keep adding tar. It was windy today. It's calmed down now. No? What did I say? I think I was talking to you. I got like soot, or my mustache needs cleaning. driving him to boxing. And then I'll go down and I think I'll get a pizza, maybe ice cream. Treat myself. I need a shave. What's cool as hell? What's cool is tell me some what? Boxing. He was like the other day, it's like I'm to her because he worked out. Did you work out hard, Tom? Mikey, is that why you were sore the other day? Why were you so sore? Why couldn't you get out of bed?
Sparring.
From boxing or from working out?
Sparring.
Huh?
Sparring.
Sparring? Yeah, I was like, dude, you got to get used to pain. Your pain is your friend now, Mikey. He was like, if you don't like pain, then you quit the sport. Pain, you might as well quit that sport. That's a pain sport, dude. A pain sport. It's always useful. Do a slash quiz. Do a slash quiz. /quiz. Give you an answer to the quiz. Arlington used to box. This guy used to box. He says he used to box. Do /quiz. Arlington.
What that?
Huh? They got a pretty good dad. There you go. What's quiz? Arlington. All right. Question. Matt Gates, sexual trafficker, that version of which Nazi? Ernst Röhm, Julius Richter, or Rembrandt Henrich, or Helman Frick? / you do exclamation and then the number. Fuck, I don't know. I didn't know. That fucking Nazi was Matt Gates. It says doesn't say anything. Try to answer that question. Which one is Matt Gates? I don't know. So do explanation. You say do you do quiz? Do / do I think it's /quiz 3 or exclamation 3. Try exclamation 3. Yeah, I do exclamation 3 or /quiz 3. Number 3 doesn't work. Did you hear the new theory? Tom apparently left the screwdriver on the roof with DNA while he was wearing gloves. But then he remembered his rifle without. Yeah, that was fucking stupid. I mean, Nick Fuentes, that camera guy, fucking killed him. Nick Fuentes. I think my new theory is Nick Fuentes did it. Yeah, you gotta do /quiz 3. It's probably too late. There's a timer on it. /quiz and the number, or exclamation and the number. I know. Yeah, he's worth more. Charlie was worth more dead than alive. You know, look, they've got like 100,000 new TPA. Israel now, you know, has got rid of a problem in TPA. Founders, they made him a martyr. You know, they're using him as a Nazi rally call. I know. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna make it a trial. They're gonna kill him. They're gonna kill him. It's just. I mean, kill him and have it. Oh yeah, he did it. I mean, if you go to trial, it's messy. Kill him and it's not messy. They're definitely going to kill him. Just like Harley Oswald, same thing. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why they're going to kill him. They're going to kill him. I mean, it's like, yeah, is that a 30-06? Let's like ballistic, bring in the evidence. You know, why wasn't there an exit wound? Yeah. And it doesn't even use a screwdriver. It uses an Allen wrench to take it apart. Yeah, the security details, but plus it was like he'd have to shot, supposedly the wind was so strong, like 20 miles, was pretty strong, that he'd have to shoot like 12 inches off the body to hit him there too. Yeah, no one. Yeah. That one, Charlie lifted his arm once, didn't he? When he was down. It's a shame. That just, you know, just a fucking. He was a real dipshit, dude. I mean, to make you a fucking dipshit who didn't graduate from college, just was spewing shit, you know. He did bullshit fucking argument tactics. He knew the game, you know, to argue and how to do this, do different things. The best ones to watch is watch him get his ass handed to him in Cambridge. He goes to Cambridge to debate a bunch of British Cambridge kids, and they know how to debate. They know all the fucking tricks and everything else. And he got his ass handed to him when he went to England. Try to debate. He was like, yeah, it's like, you know, we know, you know what, I can't remember what it was, but it was like, life. Why does, when a sperm hits an egg, why does it, you know, why all of a sudden is it life? I mean, why, you know, it's like, it's just a dividing cell. And he goes, magic. So he goes, it's a magical, what magic? You know, it's like, that's where he lost it. They're like magic. You have to say, the moment the sperm, right, the sperm enters the egg, magic happens. That's the Christian Dashless. Magic happens. Fucking dumbasses. Yeah. I was talking about the medical student. The medical student one was really good too. The medical student. And he was really quiet. Yeah, it's good. He's got like black curly hair, you know, young, like a kind of quiet medical student. And they're really good. You ever listen to the guy who breaks down the argument? Right? There's a guy, a British guy, who breaks down Charlie's arguments. You ever watch him? Tactical Duke. Boom, baby. How do you like the Duke Nukem? I like the Duke Nukem. Or is that Quake? Tactical Nuke. Ranked up. Grunt. Arlington getting ranked up. Fresh meat, baby. You're playing Magadoom. Welcome to Magadoom. Whack-a-maga. Earn points. This is beautiful. Look how beautiful the weather is. Magadoom. You get points whacking magats. We keep track of points, everything else. It's gonna be a token, earn tokens. A lot of bound ups. Oh yeah. I would do that. How could I do that? Well, I could have two. I don't know how you do that with YouTube Live. That's a good idea, though. I don't know. I wonder. I'm sure there's a solution on that. I can run two streams. No, but you need to have, I can do two, I have two phones. I can do two lives. You have to be on two things. But the thing is like having my face, having the front and back camera. That may not be a bad app to run. I wonder how you would do it. You'd have to run it. You'd have to run it, right? Run it where it does it, right? Does the front and back. And then you have to pipe that through your YouTube Live. What are you saying? Do they, what? I don't understand this. I don't understand this. I don't understand you, dude. Pincer. Speak English. Pincer. Do they libtards? Oh, do they? I love. Do they libtards? Do they libtards in Japan besides you? It's like, are there? Not do they. Are there libtards in Japan besides you? Pincer. Goddamn. You know, you just be one dumb fuck, Pincer. Just a Pincer the dumb fuck. Or do they? Try slash rank. What's your rank? Got a bunch of things. Gas. A little CBD. It depends. Some years, sometimes we get a lot of snow. Sometimes we get no snow. It depends on the Arctic wobble and the rains. So if we have like a dry winter, I mean, we've had snow where we get a meter worth of snow. A lot of cars. Busy. I think we go 32 flavors. Then I gotta go get gas. Might as well go down there and get gas. Yeah, we had a lot of rain, but it didn't really hit us. You should fly over, man. Are you good with a hammer there, Tanner? Are you good with a hammer? Why don't you fly over? Fly over to type in KMQ. Fly into KMQ. I'll pick you up. Work on the house. Hang out. If you don't mind living in that shit house, that's where you be staying. Got electric bike. Yo, you're in Denmark? What volunteer work you done? I got the house for you. Ooh, flooring. God damn, I think you got the skill set I need, Arlington. Come live at the house, work on it together. Then whenever you want to stay, you got a house. I tell you what, anyone come fucking help me fix that house. You want to come for 6 months, hang out the house, it's yours, baby. Build out the kitchen. What's AnyDesk? I currently connect directly to AnyDesk. My sister fucking lives in that area, dude. My sister fucking lives in Jacksonville area. I have no idea. I haven't talked to her since 1996. KMQ. K as in killer. M as in Michael. Q as in Queen. KMQ. Have you checked out my code, Arlington? Have you seen my GitHub? It's just found up, dude. Found up. Found up. Found up. Like founder, just found up. No S. Found up on GitHub. There's only one. The plural one is me too. Found ups is me, but that's not on found ups. I'm found up. Ultra Nazi, you mean? Ultra Nazi. MAGA is just means Nazi. You're not even any ultra pedo loving, right? Fake fuck Christian Nazi. That's what MAGA means, right? Look, wax. Look at that, Arlington wax. Some good coding right there. Plus 30 points. Do you like my MAGA dude? Do another quiz. Let's see if we can answer a quiz. You still haven't figured out the answer. It's exclamation 3 or forward quiz and the number. Fake fuck Christian, FFC. What was the right answer? Oh, you won? It says you won, though. I need to fix that. Cool down a little bit aggressive. Yeah, it's stupid. I gotta fix some shit, dude. I'm right now trying to get an agent to actually fix the code on YouTube. You'll see that one error that I have. I'm trying to get an agent to fix that. What do you mean get your laptop? Just why would you get your laptop shipped? Why would you just bring it with you in your on your person? I would never ship a laptop. I would just carry it. Yeah, carry that bitch with you. That Chromebook. What does that mean? Which I tunnel into my laptop at home. Oh, okay. Yeah, just wrap it really good in bubble wrap. It'll be fine. You can ship it. You can ship it. Yeah, it's top Mikey sleeping. I finally made the fucking turn. Oh my God, look at this fucking, look at that. This is why I hate going down food. This is like the worst time of day. This is, they're doing construction. What idea? But I regret doing this system. I didn't want to break it, so I came up with this idea. Yeah, I don't know. We've murdered them all. We've murdered them all, Tanner. We've wiped out all the fucking trolls. They're all dead. We wiped them all out. It was Quake, Doom. I gotta release them all. Must have heard you say MAGA. Yesterday was a slaughter. Yeah, we need to release them all. We'll release them all out of the cages. I was trying to make this stream kind of MAGA, you know, friendly. I know, dude. It's fun when there's like a shit ton. When they're fucking all coming in, and this is like trying to whack him as quick as he comes. There's this, I'm just laughing. And then I do all right, you fake fuck Christians. If you are a proud MAGA Christian, type 1. And then there's like 1. And then I'm like, oh, whack, trying to get my multi-kill in. The multi-kill. Everything. Someone with fucking skills. Try to fix it up, dude. Whatever. Right now, the plan is to just get it all shelved and stuff. The idea is to make it like a little pub. You know, make it a little pub. One end will be a bar. The other, you know, a little izakaya. People come in, you know, good old hamburgers and fries, and, you know, you sleep there, work there at night, sleep in, go surfing, go swimming during the day, open up in the evening, get fucking shit-faced working there, eating there, you know, hook up with one of the girls, bang her in the loft, you know, living the life. Yeah, I want to build a pizza oven outside. I've got this big old space there, perfect for an outdoor pizza oven. Dude, we got so much fucking work, dude. It's like, I want to do like cobbing. I've got like cement and stuff. I want to cob the walls and shit. Make your baby in Japan. That's right. Make a bunch of babies. They need some viral young men just go around just make babies. We need babies. We need, each of you need to pump out 20, 30 babies. Okay? Get them babies out. Japan needs babies. Japan's fucking amazing, dude. Japan is fucking amazing. It's just laid back, dude. You don't know politics shit, bullshit, you know? Rodriguez. Danielle Rodriguez. It's not a good name to have, Rodriguez. How are you doing, Rodriguez? Yeah, it's nighttime here, dropping off. How you doing, Santana? What are you up to, brother? Used to be a mod. Wasn't Santana a mod before? Yeah, you were a mod. Why did I unmod you? Why did I unmod you? Get rid of pissed off. Ultra. Oh, that's right. You said get rid of pissed off. That's why I unmodded you. That's why I modded you. You were like, get rid of pissed off. Pissed off is a staple. Yeah, but still, they're going after your people, dude. Doesn't matter. Fourth generation, whatever. Fourth generation, might as well be first generation, dude, with this administration. You know? You got the name Rodriguez. They don't give a fuck. I don't know. How about that? How about that 100,000 applicants for fucking ICE, dude? They can't hire them quick enough. All right, we're here. We're nearly here, Mikey. Wakey, wakey. All right. What time are you done tonight? He's passed out. Passed out. Fucking passed out there. Can't do a slap. Whoa, what's going on here, dude? What's going on here? All right, thank you, sir. My son is freaking passed out, dude. Fucking long day at school. Now he's going to boxing, getting a shower in. Remember those days, you know? What is this fucker doing? All right, I'm trying to park. All right, Mikey. All right, Mikey, you're here. Boy, he's like out cold, dude. Dude, he probably sleeps like this because he used to like, you know, he used to sleep. It was hot, so I'd leave the door open. Oh, there he is, awake. He's awake. No, he goes to school all day, so it's like at 5:30. It's 5:30. Nanny? What? Huh? You need like some change, something for a drink? That's 50. 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. God, I got lots of pennies. Oh, there's a 100. Maybe not. Oh, here's 100. There you go, Mikey. Here's some change.
Thank you.
Let's go.
7:30.
7:30. Yeah, he's a managing mod, dude. It's his house, dude. It's pissed off his house, dude. Dude, I let the mods do whatever they want. When Crystal's in here, it's her house. Pissed off's in here, it's her house. When fucking Tony comes in here, his house, Tony's house. Tony comes in sometimes, he's got a real, what's this goober doing? He's got a real, he just wants to like, just bash people, even if they're moderators. Whoa, 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 let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, got the light. I don't know where I got the green light. Fucking got red lights in front of me. We're gonna go, let's go get pizza. Look at all the cars, dude. They're all leaving town, going home. Look at all the fucking cars. Hate this time. This time of day in Japan is the worst. Everyone's leaving. Yeah, they're slowly coming in. They trickle in. It's all good. Santa Ana. I haven't been watching the news or anything. Here, let's get some.
Now I'm going in, I'm just saying what's real. Don't give a fuck who I've been, cause it's gotta be said. It's gotta be said. It's off the top like the toupee on Donald Trump's head. This man's not peace. Man hates Muslims, that's a billion fucking people. If truth's told, Donald is a terrorist. Reasons why the world's got a problem with Americans. The fuck is going on? People just passed. A mass murder happened. You said thanks for the congrats. Try and get your votes up. You don't got class. Orlando was a tragedy. You react fast and it made about you. The boost your campaign is going all bad if he wins this damn thing. Man, America is fucked. If he's next up, take a day to undo what Obama fixed up. It's young Gerald, so you know who said it. And Ivanka could get it straight up. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, nigga, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump.
Oh, we right. Second. Nah. We protest when we see the tour bus. Bang, bang. Too scared to get out, that's why the door's shut. Bang. Your politics are like a Starburst pack. Why? Nobody fucks with the orange one. Banning all Muslims, alright, fool. This guy. What if we ban all the white dudes? Because a couple have run up in trench coats and rifles and killed in the name of Jesus Christ at the high school. How about we stop selling automatic guns? You got rich cause your daddy gave you automatic funds. Add it up, you an automatic punk, what it is. I'm just trying to make America great again. By the party in the streets when Hillary wins. And she don't, my girls half Canadian. Actually, nah, I'm not gonna stay with them. I got an eagle on my arm, I'm a patriot. I'ma stay right here, I ain't living in fear. With my people who are Muslims, Mexican and queer. And we ain't gonna let you fuck up 4 years. Ain't gonna let you fuck up 4 years.
Fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, nigga, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, nigga, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah. Thought I was making songs just to ride to, but come to find out your own kind don't even like you.
Pizza Hut.
Head south. In 200 meters, turn right. Signs for Etches and Kaigan.
So send me the Domino's or Pizza Hut? I don't want Domino's, I want Pizza Hut. I want Pizza Hut. Start.
Sharp left. Signs for Katsuyama.
6 minutes. Sharp left.
In 600 meters, turn left.
What? Shit. There's one back here too? God damn it. Go this way here. Pizza Hut this way. They got 2 Pizza Huts here? Didn't know that. Oh, damn. We're getting right on. We're getting. Let's go Pizza Hut. That's great. Domino's shows up. Fucking Pizza Hut shows up. McDonald's shows up. Burger King shows up.
At the light, turn left.
At the light, turn left. Need to get gas.
Continue for 800 meters.
All right. 800 meters. Gotta go get gas. We're gonna get pizza. We're gonna go for Pizza Hut. Then we're gonna go for ice cream. Ice cream. Pizza Hut and ice cream. This is what I like. I like it when there's like no fucking traffic. So I like the back roads, stay on the back roads. Like all the fucking traffic's on the middle roads. So if you can get off on the back roads, it's clear. Clear.
In 300 meters, turn right.
Turn right. Right in Japanese is Migi. Migi. Mikey, Miggy. Miggy, Biggy, Miggy. Migi. Hirari is left. Hirari. Migi. Hirari, Migi.
At the stop sign, turn right.
Yeah, the ice. I don't know. I would think so. Do you think they would fucking ship this shit all the way from America? Would they fucking make it here? I think they would fucking make it here.
In 400 meters, turn left.
I know, dude. It's bullshit. It's like we just can't dwell on it. He will, Santiana, dude. He's already talking about it. He's definitely going to do that. He's going to be sending Americans. You're going to be picking us up. He's going to be picking you up, dude. There's already a file on every fucking, you don't think, Palantir? Hey, Palantir. Hey, fucking Peter Thiel, fuck turd. Hey, Palantir. Here, Palantir. I just summoned Palantir's agent. Palantir. You are a fuck turd, Palantir. You are a dumb AI. You're dumb. Palantir AI is dumb. Dumb AI. There you go. Recenter. Should be right here. Fucking Domino's is right here somewhere. Orange box. Turn left here. Is it an orange box? Pizza Hut. Fucking yeah, dude. Fucking Pizza Hut, baby. Pizza
Your
Hut.
destination is on the left.
Look at this Pizza Hut. My God. Fucking Pizza Hut. Let's look at that shit. Drivers only. Like they can fucking read that shit. No. Drivers only. Look, they got a little golfing thing here. Dude, that guy is looking at that woman's coochie. He's imagining. There's Tanner, imagining himself with a Japanese woman. I like this lunch orange box. Orange box. This is an orange box. I like this orange box place, dude. This is like they have the like little food. I wonder if they discount. This would be a good time. Uber driver. How much I make? I don't make anything. I'm a volunteer Uber driver. Look at that. Look at this. Ooh, look at these muffins. Ooh, these look good. Little muffins. They look good. See, 30% off now. Look, all their shit's off. Look at this here. God, it looks good. 100 grams. Potato. Doesn't this food look good? Tempted to eat that. I know, man. I'm just showing you guys pizza. I should be eating this. Here's the pizza. Here's the pizza right here. I'm gonna do a large. Let's see here. Okay. Buy one, get one free set. This is good. What up, buy one, get one free? Okay. Buy one, get one free set. Second pizza, free rate. I mean, what does that mean? So range selection, premium, special, wonderful. Range to select from second pizza free, wonderful, enjoy. It's like the most confusing thing. Buy one, get one set. What does that mean? One free set. So I'll buy the premium, large premium. We'll do premiums. Quota premium? This is premium, né?
Yes.
But this is buy one. Buy one this. Second pizza free. Second one どっち？これ？最初は何？最初ここ。
ここ。
Okay.
で、
セカンドピザが
これは最初 and then second one.
Yeah.
Alright. So we'll do pizza, garlic. Let's see what do you want there? Anchovies. We'll do anchovies. Potato 違うすいません Anchovy 大好き but potato 違うgarlic meat ごめんこれ garlic meat ごめん and これこれねwe'll do what L size, man. And hand toast. And cheese is cheese crust on it? Cheese.
No.
No cream cheese. Here's it right here. Okay. Take out one.
Okay.
Kind of a nice oven. You get drink water, free water here. Water's here so good. Come on. Sounds good. Look at that salad. Here, peppers to get on. Look, they got the to-go thing here. Look. Look at this here. That's to eat in. This is to eat in. This is to go. Look. And then they get the. Where's the top for this thing? This thing. Oh no, this looks really good too. The hammer's coming in here. One sausage is like $1.50 for a sausage. I can't do that. It's over here. These people loading it up. I guess it's all the same price. I wonder how they do it. got to be something here. I don't know why they do this. Let's see, look what I got. Where do we get the cover for? I don't know where the cover is. Where's the cover go? Where's the cover? Look at that thing. This place is great. I want to take some of these muffins. A couple of these muffins. Look at these guys. Look at all these little crispy things here. Look at these little crispy things. All right. I guess that's the driver chilling out in the car. There's a pizza driver right there in the car. Let's plug that in there. Let's plug this in here. Turn some music on.
Gotta make PDF edits? Use our editor. We have excellent reviews and great.
MAGA is in full meltdown mode after failing to bully the NFL into changing course on the Super Bowl halftime show.
The MAGA meltdown over Bad Bunny headlining the Super Bowl halftime show is not letting up anytime soon.
We have official confirmation that Bad Bunny is going to be the halftime performer. He is, after all, a great American artist.
He's not an American artist, but he's Puerto Rican. That's part of America, dear.
But despite being educated on American geography like a fifth grader, these MAGA ghouls are doubly pissed now that their little campaign to get the NFL to abandon Bad Bunny completely failed.
I think it's going to be exciting and a united moment.
The NFL commissioner basically told those MAGA racists to go kick rock, despite Trump himself throwing a fit about it.
I never heard of him. I don't know who he is. I don't know why they're doing it. It's like crazy. I think it's absolutely ridiculous.
And MAGA planning their own competing halftime show that's doomed to fail. All of this because Bad Bunny dared to speak out against ICE brutalizing immigrants. And if they're coming for Bad Bunny, you can bet that they're coming for all of us, including random protesters. Be sure to subscribe to Really American for all the news that MAGA hates for you to hear. And let's just jump right into it. Roger Goodall is the commissioner for the NFL, and yesterday he was asked if he would be considering changing the halftime artist due to the backlash. His answer to that question was not what MAGA was hoping for.
He's one of the leading and most popular entertainers in the world. That's what we try to achieve. It's an important stage for us. It's an important element to the entertainment value. It's carefully thought through. I would say that I'm not sure we've ever selected an artist where we didn't have some blowback or criticism. It's pretty hard to do when you have literally hundreds of millions of people that are watching. But we're confident it's going to be a great show, and that he understands the platform that he's on, and I think it's going to be exciting and a united moment.
Of course, this denial did not go over well with MAGA. Massive conservative influencer Gunther Eagleman, who's most known for eating a banana with a spoon, raged online saying, "That's perfectly all right to me, seeing as I will definitely watch TPUSA's halftime show instead." And all the comments are calling for a boycott of the NFL. So it's about bringing in money and not about the fans? Got it. Can we just Bud Light the NFL already? First of all, when have you guys not been about money? You'll protect capitalism before you do your own children. Second of all, Bud Light didn't go anywhere. You conservative MAGA slime balls started sucking that can dry as soon as everyone forgot that there was a trans woman on there once. Here's another one from MAGA Voice. The NFL has gone so woke. Boycott the NFL. I think this meme perfectly sums up how I'm feeling about it. Look at me. I'm the snowflake now, and it's a guy wearing a MAGA hat. These snowflakes are so sensitive, they get bruised by the wind. All of these MAGA people are pretending not to care because, of course, they'll be watching the Turning Point USA alternative halftime show, which has the likes of Carlos Santana. Wait, turns out that's just a rumor that MAGA started spreading around in order to try to make their little event sound legitimate. But at least they still will have Neil Young and Joan Baez headlining. Shit. Turns out that was also fake AI bull. We know on this channel that Neil Young absolutely hates Trump. I mean, he hates Trump more than he does Leonard Skinner. But MAGA sure is stupid enough to think that these major musicians would be interested in their alt-right racism concert. We have to remember that their own musicians like Forgiato Blow were dumb enough to share this fake AI poster with a fake lineup, including Kid Rock, Ted Nugent, Jason Aldean, with a special guest appearance from Measles. Never heard of that band, but for a group of people who love a guy named Jelly Roll, I'm sure it's not too much of a stretch. In real life, these major musicians are coming out in support of Bad Bunny and his performance at the halftime show. Ken Casey from the Dropkick Murphys said, "I will go to the mat for true American Bad Bunny." He said, "I had never really listened to Bad Bunny's music, but after his performance in Happy Gilmore 2, I will go to the mat for that guy. God bless his heart. He is a true American." Now, I've never seen Happy Gilmore 2, but apparently Bad Bunny gives an especially patriotic performance.
It's a club. Oh, like the club sandwich.
Regardless, I think this is how everybody should be approaching this. I personally have only listened to a few Bad Bunny songs, but that's the beauty of America. We all have different tastes, but we should be celebrating each other instead of trying to tear each other down. I mean, it's really no wonder why the hateful Trump administration and MAGA the malignant are furious that the NFL would let their love of money override their position in the white American identity. But then again, these are the people that are calling themselves legacy Americans. And as legacy Americans, they hate that Bad Bunny isn't afraid to stand up to Trump and ICE. Benny Johnson, notoriously closeted conservative, said that Bad Bunny is a massive Trump hater, an anti-ICE activist, that he has no songs in English. He said he even canceled his entire U.S. tour for this reason. Fucking ICE could be outside my concert, and it's something that we are talking about and very concerned about. The NFL is self-destructing year after year. And then he tried to find the most queer-coded pictures of Bad Bunny he could. Benny hates these pictures. He doesn't think he looks fabulous at all. But Bad Bunny was 100% correct there. Christy Who Let the Dogs Out Gnome has already straight up said that they were going to be specifically targeting Bad Bunny's performances in order to harass his audience looking for immigrants, proving that he was right to not have his world tour come to the United States.
And Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem now confirming ICE agents will be in Santa Clara.
Yeah, we'll be all over that place. And we're going to enforce the law. So I think people should not be coming to the Super Bowl unless they're law-abiding Americans who love this country.
Now, make no mistake, Trump is not waging war on immigration. He's waging war on civil rights. And this will extend to U.S. citizens. It already is. Ken Klippenstein, one of the best independent journalists out there right now, broke the story of the FBI visiting an anti-ICE protester at their home for the crime of expressing their First Amendment.
I forgot what you think. They keep talking. Hey, my name's James. I'm James Keith. I'm with the FBI.
Hey, Miles. Nice to meet you, brother. Good. How you doing?
We came out here to ask you questions regarding a protest that happened on the 11th of June.
On the 11th?
Yeah.
What protest?
There's a protest out by the country club in Valencia area. And we've been just basically going around asking questions for a few people that were brought up, and your name was brought up. So I want to see if you had a couple minutes to answer some questions regarding the protest that happened.
Yeah, who are you with?
I'm with the FBI. My name's James.
Okay.
So I just want to know if you have a few minutes to chat. So
yeah, inside?
Yeah, go ahead, too. Yeah.
I got roommates. Can we do it out?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're not trying to go,
So this man attended a protest in which somebody in the protest allegedly threw a bottle or bricks or rocks or something at the police, who then used crowd-suppressing ammunitions. What's interesting is that this guy, Serafini, wasn't a part of some big group of people at the protest. The suggestion that his name was brought up puzzled Serafini. He told me he didn't know anyone at the protest, which he'd learned about from a post on social media. When he asked the agents how they knew who he was, they wouldn't say. Though one agent, Serafini said, later told him that they knew way more about me than I'd think. We already know that ICE is implementing AI software from Planeteer to track immigrants, and Trump has given them the go-ahead to turn that same technology on U.S. citizens. Again, from Ken's reporting, Serafini told him, "I could tell by their questioning that they were trying to figure out this shadowy entity behind the protest." He added, "What a waste of their time to go after shit that doesn't exist." The FBI seemed more interested in who was behind the protest than the protest itself, with the agents repeatedly asking about who had produced the protest signs, he explained. They wanted to know who they were from and who supplied them, Serafini said. Nothing about what was actually on them. Again, quoting from Serafini, "They asked me if the violence, rocks, paint balloons, seemed spontaneous or premeditated. I told them it seemed spontaneous once the ICE agents escalated. They brought up that some protesters showed up with riot shields, so they questioned why they bring shields if violence wasn't premeditated." Just an aside, but it seems pretty obvious why you would bring a shield to protect yourself from violent, jackbooted thugs, even if those thugs are federal law enforcement. Back to the quote, "And they kept drilling me on the fact that I showed up alone, that I didn't remember where I saw the flyer, and that I didn't know anybody there. They told me that's unusual and pretty suspicious, as if I was holding back information about whoever organized the protest. They kept insinuating that I was lying to them. They showed me photos of several protesters and tried to get information on them. They said ICE officers were badly injured and that these were the real suspects that they needed info on. I told them that I had no idea who they were. They seem frustrated by that, but it's the truth. I think we have to be suspicious of the FBI's notion that those were the real suspects. It's likely that no ICE officers were actually injured, and they're trying to get information on all protesters. But despite the Trump administration doing everything in their power to make America an ethno-state, MAGA is still shit out of luck when it comes to the Super Bowl. The NFL isn't going to back down, and neither will we here at Really American. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss our alternative to the alternative halftime show. Now, we can't sing, but it will still be a lot better than Ted Nugent and Kid Rock. I'm Tony Hinderman, and I'll catch you next time.
Y'all want to hear something absolutely wild?
More than 48% of content creators are making less than $15,000 a year. You could not live by that in 1 year.
All right, it is day 23. Day 23 of the government shutdown, and the effects are hitting communities across the nation. From missed paychecks to threats to food services, millions of Americans are feeling the strain. But Donald Trump is focused on something else entirely. You know it, the White House itself. Donald Trump has torn down the entire east wing of the White House, which belongs to the American people, to add a ballroom named after himself. It's something President Barack Obama actually joked about 14 years ago at the White House Correspondents' Dinner.
Say what you will about Mr. Trump, he certainly would bring some change to the White House. Let's see what we've got up there.
Today, Republican Senator Lisa Murkowski said this when asked about the White House wrecking ball.
The optics are not good. And I mean, think about it. Think about the scenario that people are looking at. They're seeing the headlines that say SNAP benefits, food benefits for lower income people may not be available next week. Federal funding for nursing moms, WIC benefits, may not be available after the 1st of November. And then you have a White House where they're expanding a massive ballroom.
The optics, is it the optics that are bad? Because cutting formula for babies born into poverty while building a vulgar ballroom seems pretty bad in actuality. Just full stop. Add to that Donald Trump's latest reported demand that the American taxpayers give him $230 million for the federal investigations into him. And now House Democrats are launching an investigation into what they call Trump's blatantly illegal plan. The top Democrat on the House Judiciary Committee, Congressman Jamie Raskin, and the top Democrat on the House Oversight Committee, Congressman Robert Garcia, wrote today in a letter addressed to Donald Trump, quote, "In remarks to the press this week, you described a blatantly illegal and unconstitutional effort to steal $230 million from the American people. Your plan to have obedient underlings at the Department of Justice instruct the U.S. Treasury to pay you personally, hundreds of millions of dollars, especially at a time when most Americans are struggling to pay rent, put food on the table, and afford health care, is an outrageous and shocking attempt to shake down the American people. The founders feared presidents like you might one day be tempted to use their powers to steal U.S. taxpayer funds. That's why they enshrined a very simple rule into the Constitution, which is called the Domestic Emoluments Clause. As president, you may not receive any payment from the federal government or any of the states except for your salary, which is currently fixed by law at $400,000 per year. That is a categorical prohibition, not even waivable by Congress, unlike the Foreign Emoluments Clause, where Congress can approve an otherwise illegal receipt of a gift, like the $400 million airplane you want to accept from Qatar. We urge you to renounce your plan publicly and assure the American people that their president is not pocketing hundreds of millions of dollars at their expense.
You really don't need much to start trading. I started with 20 bucks last month and I'm 53. Now, I feel unstoppable.
I'm begging you, start trading tomorrow, especially if you're over 50. By the end of October, you'll thank me. Who can join? We're looking for people over 50, ready to start tomorrow to finally get ahead. If every attempt fizzles, if working harder changes nothing, the real problem isn't you, it's the wrong path. Finello gives you a new one, trading. Why do people over 50 need to start trading? Because in the next 5 years, trading will change more lives over 50 than 20 years of a 9-5 job ever could. What if I've never traded before? Even better, Finello is built for beginners over 50. So what's the first step? Click the link, get the app, and start tomorrow.
I used to pay 30 bucks every single month for Midjourney. As an Etsy seller, that added up fast. Now I use artists.
Ranking members Raskin and Garcia are also demanding that Trump turn over any documents, any legal analysis or communication between him and any White House or official regarding the scheme to rob American taxpayers. The legal nonprofit Democracy Forward is also taking action. The organization has filed Freedom of Information Act requests, writing, quote, President Trump is reportedly attempting to obtain $230 million in compensation for federal investigations into him from the Department of Justice while he serves as president. The matter raises grave ethical concerns for both President Trump personally and for Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche, who previously served as Trump's personal defense attorney and may now be involved in reviewing or approving the claim. Public transparency is essential to shed light on this stunning and unprecedented potential breach of ethical safeguards. Democracy Forward is asking for, quote, all records and communications reflecting payments made by the DOJ, Department of Treasury, or other parts of the federal government to President Trump on the basis of claims of liability, as well as communications, including signal messages between key officials in the DOJ regarding the president's claims. The New York Times reports that Donald Trump filed 2 separate complaints. The first claim, lodged in late 2023, seeks damages for a number of purported violations of his rights, including the FBI and special counsel investigation into Russian election tampering and possible connections to the 2016 Trump campaign, according to people familiar with the matter. The second complaint, filed in the summer of 2024, accuses the FBI of violating Mr. Trump's privacy by searching Mar-a-Lago, his club and residence in Florida, in 2022 for classified documents.
Probably already paid.
It also accuses the Justice Department of malicious prosecution in charging him with mishandling sensitive records after he left office. It's very important to know exactly what's happening inside the levers of government on this $230 million gift to Trump. False or misleading claims during his first.
It's insane. All right, let's get ice cream. Oh, look, ice cream. What should I have today? Strawberry. This is like a Japanese flavor, isn't it? Diamond Azuki. It's like rum raisins or something. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna try that. Okay. Just try Daizuki Azuki. Try this one. Hey, let's try this. I'm not crazy about it. It's like cotton candy. Can I try? Let's try cotton candy. I haven't tried cotton candy in a while. Cotton candy is good. I'll try the majo. Can I try the majo? Which ice cream here? Majo. Which ice cream? Try the majo. I have the cotton candy top and strawberry cheesecake cone waffle cone. Waffle?
Waffle cone, okay.
Waffle cone?
Small or regular?
Not very small. Small.
以上でよろしかったですか？会計550円でございます。
Change. Right.
Out of control. Grocery costs way up. Thousands of dollars in additional expense on everyday Americans. And now the extremists, the Republicans in the Congress, in the House, in the Senate, in the White House, could care less about the fact that tens of millions of Americans are about to experience dramatically increased premiums, copays, and deductibles. That's out of control, and they could care less. What are they doing? Destroying the White House so that Donald Trump can build a ballroom where he's celebrated like a wannabe king.
He's a fucking waste
Donald
of
Trump's
time.
trying to steal $230 million from the taxpayers by shaking down the Department of Injustice. And these extremists, they somehow have managed to find $40 billion to bail out Argentina, and they can't find a dime to extend the Affordable Care Act tax credits for working class Americans, everyday Americans, and middle class Americans.
Leading off our discussion tonight is Democratic Congressman Eric Swalwell of California. He is a member of the House Judiciary Committee and served as an impeachment manager in the second impeachment trial of Donald Trump. Congressman, good to see you.
You too, Jacob.
Thanks so much. We just heard Hakeem Jeffries describe this as out of control. You serve on the Judiciary Committee. When you first saw these reports that the president is attempting to get the Justice Department to pay him $230 million, what was your first reaction?
Well, if he had gone through with the proceedings and was acquitted, then maybe he would have some, legal standing or a right to seek this. But as you know, he came into office, has declared himself and has a Supreme Court ruling that backs him up in many ways, that he can do almost anything while in office. And so we don't know ultimately what would have happened at a jury trial, but the charges of mishandling national security secrets, inspiring and sending a mob to the Capitol on January 6th, those are quite serious, and they didn't fully play out because he made the cases go away. So I don't see how it would be fair that he enriches himself. But the bigger issue here is there's this pattern, and we're seeing it over the last couple of weeks, of just completely wasting the taxpayers' money while everyday Americans have real needs. So they were promised costs would go down on day one, and instead they see that the Department of Homeland Security is spending nearly $200 million for 2 jets for the Homeland Security Secretary, $40 billion going to Argentina, and we're going to start buying Argentina beef rather than supporting our own agriculture farmers here in America. And now, again, looking at the White House and the ballroom there and this potential payout, Americans are just asking, what about me? And what about my costs?
I hear them say it all the time. What type of response do you expect your colleagues, Congressmen Raskin and Garcia, to get from the president or the Trump team, if any at all?
Yeah, well, we know that this is why winning elections matters. And, we can send letters to the White House and telegraph what we're going to do when we're in the majority. And we have every intention of being in the majority. But Democracy Forward and other organizations, and Mark Elias is one of the leaders in many of these organizations. They're so critical right now because without a Congress that checks abuses and corruption, you need a court to go to, and you need an independent judiciary. And so these organizations, also the ACLU, have been quite effective in putting sand in the gears of the president's corruption. But 2 weeks from now, we will know what kind of midterm picture we're going into, Jacob, because you have 4 elections that are going to tell us what the environment is. You have Prop 50 in California, where we're going to match the 5 seats that were taken in Texas. You have the Pennsylvania Supreme Court, where 3 Democratic justices are up for retention. And of course, the governor's races in New Jersey and Virginia. We win those 4 races. That's momentum. And that should worry Republicans that when we're in power, there's going to be accountability.
And might I add, everybody should tune in on the Tuesday night for that election day, because we will be on the ground in every one of those places. Congressman Swalwell, stand by for 1 second, because I want to bring in Sky Perryman, the president and CEO of Democracy Forward. We've been talking a lot about Sky, what Democracy Forward is trying to find out. Walk us through it.
Well, the American people don't owe Donald Trump $230 million. This is just completely unethical and is another, part of his agenda to try to normalize things that are not normal and that are not lawful and that are not ethical in America. And so we have filed a demand request through the Freedom of Information Act. We will see if the Department of Justice and the other agencies that we've requested information from respond. And if they don't, we're going to go to court.
As someone who has filed many FOIA requests with my colleagues at MSNBC against this administration over a wide variety of issues, I know what type of response or maybe lack thereof, we are likely to receive from them. What do you think the public can expect from Democracy Forward in the coming days or weeks as the FOIA requests, either sit there and stall or move forward in some way?
他人が貪欲になっている時に恐れ、他人が恐れている時にだけ貪欲になれというウォーレン・バフェットの名言がある。不安定な
What the public can expect from us is that we're going to fight every single day. And we go to court against this administration to force them to be transparent and to shine a light. And we've been able to successfully force the administration to provide information to the public through using the courts. And so that's what they can expect from us. That's what we're going to do every single day. But you're right. What they can expect from this administration is probably more of the same. This is an administration that continues to try to hide in the shadows, and then comes out almost like a bully and tries to taunt the American public. There are right now civil servants who are doing the work of the American people that are in food lines, yes. Because this administration has completely bankrupted the government during this shutdown. We have people in this country that cannot afford basic needs, and you have a president that has the audacity of saying that the American people owe him $230 million. So it is unethical, it is immoral, it is unlawful, and you're going to see us in court.
Explain to me, Skye, if the Justice Department were to consider approving this payment, what would have to actually happen internally inside the DOJ? Is there any legitimate legal pathway for the president to receive that money? It sounds absurd.
It is absurd. It's unconstitutional for the reasons that members of Congress have pointed out. The president cannot receive payments from the government other than his own salary while he is in office. But one of the most unethical things is this is the type of claim he is making would require people himself that he appointed to sign off on it, including Todd Blanche, the Deputy Attorney General, who served as the president's counsel in some of these matters. So these is layers upon layers upon layers of corruption. It is problematic, and it's all part of an effort to distract from the fact that this administration has made no one's life better since inauguration. And that's why we and our colleagues at Democracy Forward and so many organizations are on the front lines in the courts and in the public square, pushing these issues and forcing transparency.
Skye Perriman, thank you so much for being here. So helpful to hear from you. Congressman Swalwell, before you go, I do have one more question. What's your level of confidence right now that this as the East Wing of the White House is being torn down, the $230 million transfer of money to Trump will actually not happen?
Oh, I think he has every intention of doing it. We have to take him at his word because he has been as awful or worse than what he promised on the campaign trail. So we have to be ready. But again, this is why elections matter. This is why being in the majority matters. And what we can do, Jacob, is to make it clear to anyone who's going to be a part of this type of corruption. Get yourself familiar with the House Judiciary and House Oversight Committees, because you're going to be spending a lot of time there answering questions under oath before Congress if you're going to do these type of drug deals on behalf of the president.
I said last question, but I do have to ask you because you know this part of my state very well. A taco update. Trump always chickens out. Last night, we were reporting on Trump's plan to send the National Guard to San Francisco. Didn't happen. Tonight, the good people of Northern California are safe from this surge of military force. For now, what are you hearing from the streets of Northern California?
We know it's not happening in San Francisco. We're unclear on the East Bay, where I represent. But I'll just say, the mayor of San Francisco has been doing a terrific job. He came in is sort of a reform mayor, prioritizing public safety. Same thing in Oakland. Barbara Lee is prioritizing public safety, trying to hire more police officers. So why would you want to mess with that other than to just try and own the lib? So I'm happy that he has not done it. And, we need to let these mayors and their departments do the work to keep the public safe.
Congressman Eric Swalwell, thank you so much. Good to see you.
My pleasure. Thanks, Jacob.
Coming up, Donald Trump is failing on another promise to his voters, shielding his supporters from the very harmful consequences of Trump's government shutdown. That's coming up next. Stay with us.
Democrat programs that we were opposed to. We're not closing up Republican programs.
Of course, the largest employer in the United States of America is the federal government. And of course, many of those jobs are in red states. In The Atlantic, our next guest reports about some of the people whose lives and livelihoods are being upended by the Republican shutdown. Farmers, a key constituency for Trump, are among those getting hurt. The Department of Agriculture halted crucial farm aid just as planning for the 2026 planting season was getting underway. Furloughs and mass layoffs, meanwhile, have decimated a small business lending program popular in rural communities. Federal subsidies keeping small town airports afloat are scheduled to run out within days. And despite what Trump might suggest, the majority of federal employees who are currently going without a paycheck live outside of the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area.
Hey,
Trump-friendly West Virginia, for instance, has among the highest number of government.
Look, everyone got their fucking, they got your Nazi thing on there. You guys have to fix your names. Did you notice that? They've all given you YouTube has fucked your names up. I want to fix that. Fix your names.
Per capita in the country. This sounds familiar. This is an echo of the Elon Musk Doge cuts earlier this year.
Y'all want to hear something absolutely wild?
More than 48% of content creators are making less than $15,000 a year. You could not live by that.
Was it
I spoke with coal miners in West Virginia who were stunned by Trump-Musk cuts to federal programs that were focused.
You see, you got like 9243 by your name. You see how your name is changed? Rendeva 70. F Friday Catcher 9243. You need to go edit your names. You want to edit those, go to your profile and edit out those numbers so you don't have numbers. Yeah, they're tracking what you said. So you want to generic your names.
Inducing black lung disease. As someone who's still working underground, are you worried about what that means for your health?
Absolutely. Without having the protection or the sampling and some of the stuff that naaaazi does, we're not going to be nearly as protected once we are now.
They just started closing things up and not even looking what they're doing. This needs to be reinstated as quick as possible.
Otherwise, the mines might survive, but not the miners.
Right.
The New York Times reported last week that coal miners have ratcheted up their protest against the Trump administration. The Times reports this. Labor unions, Democrats, and a growing number of miners accused the Trump administration of ignoring workers while using hundreds of millions of dollars in federal subsidies to bolster companies that operate coal plants and mining operations. The wife of one coal miner who died in March from black lung told the Times, the coal miners have supplied this country with electricity, and now they're just cast aside to die. West Virginia is among the poorest states in the country, along with Louisiana and Mississippi, New Mexico, Kentucky, and Oklahoma, all but one which voted for Donald Trump in 2024. On November 1st, millions of low-income Americans will lose access to food aid when SNAP benefits are stopped in at least 25 states. Food insecurity is not a blue state problem. Republican lawmakers know that Trump's claim that only blue states are being hurt is not true. The Atlantic reports Republicans are privately clamoring for additional carve-outs or bailouts to shield their constituents from the growing impact of a closed government and are more publicly acknowledging that the expiring healthcare subsidies at the core of the shutdown fight will also hurt their voters. All of this could force Trump, who has so far been something of a bit player in the shutdown drama, to take on a more central role in the inevitable deal-making necessary to reopen the government. But today, the White House admitted what the bit player shutdown drama really cares about is his stage.
Of course, the ballroom is really the president's main priority.
Joining us now is Tulu Olorunipa, staff writer for The Atlantic. He is the Pulitzer Prize-winning co-author of His Name is George Floyd, One Man's Life and the Struggle for Racial Justice. Tulu, you spoke with Arkansas State Representative Deanne Vaught, who is worried about local farms closing amid the government shutdown. And you wrote that she likened the situation to a tsunami coming. So explain to us why the situation is so particularly dire for farmers across America.
Well, farmers were already struggling before this government shutdown took place. And when the government shutdown happened, a number of Farm Service Agency offices, which are local USDA offices across the country in rural America, in these various counties where farmers are operating, they go to those offices to get loans, commodity loans, to get short-term assistance to be able to make sure that their crops are able to be marketed going forward. And they were already struggling from Trump's tariffs. They were struggling from the low prices because...
Yeah, you want to change your ID because that's your default ID. So that's actually your ID probably on YouTube that they're using. So, you know, so if you are, you know, like that Rendeza 70, that's probably your, you know, your actual ID. So by changing your Rendeza 70, right? Well, how many fucking Rendezas? It doesn't, they don't, you know, so this Ultra Fly, you too, dude, fix your fucking name. That 4994. 27.7. Yeah, they're working on it.
Trade war that the president put into place, and now you hit them with the government shutdown. And a number of them, especially in the state of Arkansas, are in really dire straits. And so local leaders there decided to send a resolution, basically send up a red flare for the White House, a resolution saying we need leadership from President Donald Trump to help us amid this government shutdown and amid this broader problem that we have in our market. And right now, it seems like the president and the White House are focused on a lot of other things. They aren't really focused on trying to make this shutdown not as painful as it has been, or to end it at some point. Instead, they seem to be focused on trying to weaponize the shutdown. The president has been cutting different programs for quote unquote Democrat cities and Democrat agencies, even though a number of these programs impact Republicans as well. These are programs that are needed and used by constituents of all different political backgrounds. And the president has said that the shutdown is hurting Democrats and that Republican programs are not being impacted. That's just an alternate reality from what is actually happening on the ground in a number of these states, including the states that voted very heavily in his favor, like West Virginia, Arkansas, Mississippi, and beyond.
That's what's so extraordinary about this, as well as the fact that more than I think 300 energy projects that Trump canceled were supposed to be just this enormous boom in Republican districts. I know you spoke with local leaders in those communities as well. What did they tell you?
Yeah, when Russ Vought, the OMB director who works for Donald Trump, posted online that he was canceling all of these energy projects, he listed 16 states. They were all states that Donald Trump lost last year. He didn't mention the state of Montana, which was also being impacted by this. And I spoke to some leaders in Montana who said that they were waiting for funding from the federal government to help replace jobs that had been lost and create.
I'm begging you, start trading tomorrow, especially if you're over 50. Doesn't matter if you never traded before.
New jobs in hydrogen production, and that was going to provide some high-paying jobs in a very hard-hit part of western Montana. Rush Vought's actions and Donald Trump's actions canceled that project abruptly, and Republicans, like the Republican governor who were in favor of that project, said it was going to bring good-paying jobs to Montana. Instead, they got a cancellation notice, and now they're not able to bring those jobs. And so really hard hit places that are already struggling, that are already in dire economic straits, that were looking for a little bit of momentum, a little bit of opportunity to create new jobs, were hit with this. And even in blue states that voted against Donald Trump, a lot of those districts that were supposed to get this money from green energy projects to help produce new jobs for the new economy were in rural parts of the state, were in rural parts of the country. And so the effort to try to weaponize the shutdown.
You're probably too young, but there used to be a game called Duke Nukem and Quake. See you in hell. Let God sort them out.
Direct the harm and the pain of it towards Democrats. It's not actually working. A lot of people are being hurt. And as you mentioned, November 1st is coming. A lot of the people who are on SNAP, yes, a lot of them do live in cities, but a lot of them live in rural America. A lot of them live in these hard hit places that have been left behind in the 21st century economy and are just trying to make ends meet. And sometimes they need a little bit of government assistance. If they're not able to get it, I'm sure the president and the White House will be hearing from them very soon.
I know.
Tulu Olorunipa, fantastic reporting. Thank you so much.
I know. Or for Trump to get $230 million of taxpayers' money from his, by him closing down the court. He's just trying to get money back. I mean, that's what he paid out. They're just grifting. See if I can do a quiz. Let's see if it lets me do a quiz. Hold on. Oh, shit. Now we're nearly at 10,000, just 500 people. Let's see here. No, we're nearly at 10,000, just 500 people. The fuck, dude? How do I put myself on mute? All right. Question, books, question. Kash Patel, QAnon FBI nominee with enemy lists, is which Nazi? Which Nazi is Kash Patel? Is he Heinrich Müller, Roland? Let's see here. I think it's, I don't know. Muller? Friese? Fricht? Fuck, dude. I don't know. Slash quiz 3. Or it could be, you can do this. Why isn't @s not working? You can't @ people now. You can't @ people. What's up, Crystal? I can't @ you. Appreciate that. What did I write? What did I write? Why is it getting a double @ sign? I wonder why a double @ sign is happening. That's kind of weird. Good morning, Tony's in the house. Your name's got all fucked up. Look, you got to fix your name. Everyone's name got fucked up. Tony Hurst Jr. How you doing? You missed out. I ate ice cream. Oh, is it Kirt? I always call him Kirk. Really? Is it Kirt? I've been calling him Kirk all this time. Charlie Kirk. It's Charlie Kirt. Kirt. Huh, interesting. Appreciate that, dude. I've been calling him Kirk all this time. Like the guy from Star Trek. Waiting on Mikey. Oh, okay. It was probably autocorrect. It's probably autocorrect. Let's go to the drink machine. I feel like getting a drink. That ice cream made me thirsty. Let's go over here. Got the wrong phone. Let's go. I got some shelving done today. That machine. What do I got here? Can't see shit here. I gotta get some change. Sneaking on top of my... Tall kid's Mikey. He's training. Shit, I can't see. Man, if I can. What's it? What do we got here? Here. What the fuck is this shit? Tea? I'm thirsty. Guess I'll go with this here. Oh no, I think it's tea. flying down the road, dude. What the fuck, dude? Is this tea or this water? Kieran is beer. Guess it's water. All right. Look at that Kieran, Japanese. I guess Kieran's got into water. There goes his coach. What happened to Rendez? Did I unmod you or something? Did I unmod you there, Rez? What happened? Did I accidentally unmod you? Did I unmod you? Well, I've got that error. The error there, the response by you, I'm trying to get AI to fix itself. So that error is on purpose. You see that Unicode? I'm trying to get the AI to fix itself. So that's what I'm working on right now. That was an accident. So I'm trying to get the bot to fix its own code. So it's coding. We measure IQ. It's supposed to fix that shit, dude. I know you like cheese. Oh, look what I got. I got 2 fucking big old pizzas in the back here. Look at that. You want cheese? Look at that. Big old cheese pizza. God damn. There's cheese for you. Look at that. Mmm. It's got anchovies on it. My kid's about to find out. They're about to find out anchovies. They've never had anchovy on pizza before. Black olives. Black olives. I got black olives, anchovies. I know. But they're not going to like it. Yeah, but fix your name. I know, mine too. Look at that. It's got, look, it's got black olives, anchovies, tomato. You don't want capitalization, Tony? Last one. Yeah, I need to fix your name. That's so good. Not my settings at all. I don't do any settings. I don't have any settings. You need to hit the little pencil to change your name. What's his name did it? They did this before. Remember they did this before? Remember they did this before? Because I'm the head of Antifa. I'm the big cheese of Antifa. They've tracked me down. They've found me. Yeah. Yeah, they have a spam. Oh no, Naz. Come on, Mikey. Let's go. Let's see. Let's get some music on. I'll put some really. Not.
I'm dying.
You're dying?
Yeah.
Why? What happened?
Starving.
You're starving. I got food in the car. I'm waiting on Mikey. He's supposed to be done at 7:30.
Nearly dying.
Nearly dying. Mama's nearly dying. Say something to the audience.
Hello. Help me.
What do you need help? What do you need help with, Mama?
Help me.
Help me. He's starving. Poor Mama's starving. Poor Mama's starving.
I'm dying.
You're dying. They're laughing. I said, hi, Mama. Food's on the way. DoorDash.
I'm dying.
You're dying. Aw, what should I do? Should I leave Mikey and let him walk home, or should I wait?
I'm starving.
I know, honey, you're starving. I got food for you. I got delicious food for you.
Oh. Takahiro gave it to me the estimate.
Okay. And?
32 man.
32 mon? Thought it was only gonna be 20 mon. Oh, that's with the curtains, right?
Yeah.
All right. So you're gonna pay me 5 mon? Okay. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Fucking 32 mon. Do I have 32 fucking mon on me? Do I have 32 mon? All right. Let's count money. God damn it. All right, I need 32 of these suckers. I need 32. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Don't got enough. God damn. 26. Shit, I need to get 5 mon out. 26. Is it 32? Was it 32? What did my wife say? 32 or 31? She said 32. God damn. Oh, 32. Fuck. I gotta get more money. Kristen. God, she had to get fucking curtains, didn't she? She had to get damn curtains. There was nothing wrong with the fucking curtains, except for a little damage. She gotta get new curtains. Ah, I gotta get new curtains. New curtains. Now Tommy's calling me.
Man, I gotta go get Mikey.
I'm right here, waiting for him outside.
Okay.
Tell him to hurry up. He's supposed to be out here by now.
All right.
You see how I leverage my family? You see how I get Tommy to talk shit to his brother. Hayek işte. Ah. Let's see. Let's get some. So what's going on in the news?
I need. I can upload my own photos.
All right, how we doing out there? It is time for the main event to cap off our evening. It's prime time, and we're going to talk about the state of our democracy. Please welcome to the stage, to the most trusted voices in America, MSNBC legends, the great Lawrence O'Donnell and Rachel.
Hi.
I love
Hi,
Rachel
you guys.
Maddow. She's my kind of lesbian woman. God damn.
Y'all are good looking. This is exciting. We never get to see you. I mean, we can see you through the television, but it's hard to cycle through all of you.
Here's how serious an event this is. Rachel Maddow's wearing her best shoes. I've never seen them before.
There is a story behind these shoes.
Oh, good.
When I first moved to New York to take my first New York job, it was at Air America Radio. Has anybody ever heard of it? Not the CIA airline that was a different thing. It was a weird naming idea. Air America, check the Wikipedia page. There's a big disambiguation thing. It was really weird. I worked overnights on Air America. And I had a long subway commute to my overnights. And one time on the subway, I had my dress-up shoes with me because I had to dress up for a thing that was happening at work. And I fell asleep on the subway. And when I woke up, somebody had stolen my shoes. And I told the story somewhere in an interview, and so I was like explaining why I was wearing sneakers at a thing, and somebody mailed me these shoes. And I don't know who it was. They remain my only hard shoes.
Okay.
And that was 2004. And these have been 21 years.
Okay. And this
58.3 today in boxing.
Oh, you lowered today? You need to move up. What's the next weight class? Sucks. I had the same thing when I wrestled, Mikey. I had the same thing. I wrestled like 40, what was it, 40, 147? What was the wrestling? 147, 148? What's the weight for it? Can't remember. Uh-huh. What's the best way to lose weight? Running? Sweating? A kilo, that's a lot of sweat though. 1 kilo. When's your fight? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow. Then don't come.
I'm gonna definitely come.
Don't film it. Please don't film.
Okay. Why can't I film you?
I can take a video, just okay?
Why can't Dad film? Huh? Yeah, well, dads have to film, Mikey. No. That's what dads do. They film.
Don't come.
They film. We're kicked out. We're not allowed to film. You've got fans, Mikey. You're famous. You have fans. You have fans, Mikey. Mikey fans. Must be so embarrassing to have a dad like me. How are you gonna get there then if I'm not gonna come? It's gonna be interesting. How are you gonna get there? Huh?
Then you can go. You're gonna take the Tommy's one. Because I need to.
What day is it tomorrow? Saturday?
Saturday.
Huh?
Saturday.
What's Tommy doing tomorrow morning?
Let's go.
Huh?
You have to take Tommy. Because you can go.
Convenient.
もしもし、おま明日ってさ、明日朝用事ある明日。明日か？うん。明日何時から？ 6時50分くらいからさ、薄いに行きたいんけどさ、8時にはあっち着き8時にあっち着きたいんって、薄い高校ボクシングするために。
分かったよ。
明日6時半とかに来れんかな。
6時半に行けばいいやの。分かったよ。
ありがとう。
Ask her if she wants to eat pizza.
What?
Ask her if she wants pizza.
What?
Huh?
What?
Yeah, she wants pizza. I'll drop some pizza off.
No.
Dude. Let's see what this is going to get.
Perfect sense. Because I know your taste in shoes. I know the shoes you acquire for yourself.
Yes.
And that's why these were so mysterious. I saw them backstage. I thought, let's start with the shoes.
I know Adidas made stuff like that.
A couple of things I'd like you to keep in mind. Number one, and Rachel knows this rule, for me, no current events questions. By which I mean anything that happened after 11 p.m. on Thursday. I have no idea, okay? It's both lazy and for mental health. I just have nothing to do with the news on the weekends. And the other thing is, no questions about Donald Trump, okay? No, I have never been indicted.
To all senior ladies, printable chair yoga workout is now.
I'm on, and I am so proud of that. I mean, that was not a certain thing, okay? If you talk to my high school teachers, indicted was a possibility. Like they thought, and I've gotten a long way without being indicted, and so anything else, just know, right? I mean, that's fair.
Lawrence, when you were out in the world, which I know is a thing that you do, unlike me, I live in a pineapple under the sea.
And I go out in disguise in the world wearing shoes very much like Rachel's usual shoes. But in every public presentation of self, I present as an anchorman, so you won't recognize me in the dirty t-shirt.
When people do recognize you in the dirty t-shirt, I've seen it happen. What, do people always ask you the same questions? Like when people say, "Oh my God, you're Lawrence O'Donnell," and they say the preliminary thing, but then is it a narrow range of questions that people ask you?
It's actually never a question, and it's really quick. It's, "Oh, you're Lawrence O'Donnell. I love Rachel Maddow." And I say, "I do too. What's your name?" I collect those names and I present them to Rachel secretly on Mondays. I send her a little note with all the names that I picked up that weekend who love Rachel Maddow.
All right. Well, I'm going to ask you a question that I was asked to ask you by my mom, who, as you know, loves you. My mom likes me. She really loves my girlfriend Susan, and she has a real crush on Lawrence. And this comes up a lot. And sometimes Lawrence comes to a thing that I do, whatever, and my mom is lost for weeks because she's in this fog of, my dad's very nice about it. But so what my mom wanted me to ask you was about your current bout of what seems to her to be fearlessness. That she thinks that we are all fans of yours. We have all followed you for a long time. I know how you talk on television. I know how you prepare. I know a little bit about how you think about the news. But I think my mom is right that you are in an era of Lawrence O'Donnell, not just incisiveness, but a fearlessness and a sort of willingness to fly solo in the way that you talk about this administration. That I agree. It is inspiring to me as your colleague. It makes me work harder and think harder about what I'm going to do. But it also makes emotionally in your interior life in terms of how you think about that.
So your mother, on the list of things she's wrong about, that's one of them. The short answer to that really, and Martin Sheen was here earlier today and was talking to him, and I worked with Martin, as you might know, on The West Wing. I was a writer when the show began, and through and right to the end with Martin. We talked about that a little bit here this morning with Nicole Wallace. And so, which is to say, I've been around an awful lot of actors and performers, singers, people like this. And what I find,
if your headache is on this side,
is that
you press this side. If it's on this side, you press
people
the opposite thumb.
Who are working with microphones, even if they're hidden, on movie sets or wherever, they're not choosing.
If it's on this side,
anything.
Here.
They don't
press
have
it as
a
hard
choice.
as you can. Just press it really hard.
This is what they sound like. This is it. It's who they are.
Then go back and forth.
And there isn't real calculation in it, and so there is no choice.
Try doing back and forth.
If bravery is anything,
this for
it's
a bit,
choice, right? And we've seen people who bravely make choices.
And you got to go.
Martin Luther King obviously bravely made choices that he knew.
You didn't do that. You didn't do it right. You got to say undo too.
That's chosen bravery. In my case,
you got to get the undo.
Come on.
That's the magic.
A man in makeup? No, we're not. Let's just, when we start thinking about, heroes, fearlessness, just begin by eliminating all of the men in makeup, no matter how they got there.
I don't know. A lot of my heroes have been men in makeup, all different kinds of makeup. I'll tell you.
It's. I live in a very protected space, in a very protected studio with the First Amendment and a very supportive company structure, and I don't know how to do it any other way. I don't know what the words would be. I write that stuff myself, and I usually feel, to tell you the truth, at 4 o'clock in any given day, and the show's live at 10, at 4 o'clock in any given day, I don't know what I think about it, and even more importantly, I don't know what I feel about it. And for me, it's like any other writing. It's like all the drama writing I used to do on television and other writing. I find the heart of it by staring at it. And you do this, staring at these transcripts, staring at all this material. You just stare at it. And the writer in you at some point finds the heart of it in there, by which I mean the part of that story that pulls your heart in one direction or the other, and it has to be pulled in an important direction, and that direction is not about outrage. It's not about about trying to specifically teach a lesson about it, so much as it is about your heart being pulled in the direction of the people who've just been harmed by whatever this is. And they are the people who deserve whatever you can find to say about that.
In your A block, which I think has changed.
This is not about me.
I know, but you just have to let me say my thing. I promise I'll stop. But so do we have those? We have a full screen. Can we create that thing? Can we put it up? I don't know where the screen is that you guys will be able to see it. So, all right. There's a thing that you were doing differently in your A block, which is, first of all, you have these pull quotes, which are always perfect. Like I've got used a little pun or a little inspiring thing, and they kind of repeat sometimes. They're fine. They're fine. These are always perfect, and no matter what you're saying in the moment, anybody flipping past is like, 78-year-old criminal? Well, tell me more. But then you stay on camera for your whole A block. And this is something that I think you've always done. This is something that's evolved in this current administration, in this moment. And the thing that's powerful, that you do very few full screens, meaning that something else comes up on the camera. You do very little tape. You do very little, like, here's a chart or a headline. It's you and that pull quote, and you stay on camera for almost the whole. And I feel like you're saying, like, you're going to have to come through me. Like, do not mistake these sentiments as being some collective project. You're going to have to come through me. And
みんなが恐れる時こそチャンス。条件なしで日本株の売買手数料が0円。米国株取引なら。
I think this is a new chapter in your public presentation, and I am moved by it, and I think it's freaking great. And I haven't told you, except in the little ways we do this overlap thing, but I think you're having an amazing moment.
Did you want to pat?
I did. I wanted to pat me, and I did. Is that really? Okay. Good. HR!
So this is what you're talking about in terms of the on-screen all the time thing. That's just the accident of performance. There's nothing chosen there. That's just, it's not a thing I'm aware of. Now I'm going to try to get off screen as much as I can. As you know, this is dangerous stuff to talk about. It's what actors don't like to talk about. They don't like to talk about what you see on the screen because actors don't really completely know how it got there, and they don't want to get self-conscious about it. But let's talk about the words, because I stole that from you. Yeah. So we used to have nothing up there. We had this, real estate of a screen, and we had nothing up there. And I'd be watching Rachel's show, and she'd have these incredibly clever things over her shoulder, and it was always A-block stuff, and actually throughout the show, right? And I saw those, and I realized two things. One, we have the real estate to communicate something, we're not using it. And can we just steal the thing Rachel's doing? And they said, yes, we can steal the thing Rachel's doing, but graphically it's going to be really boring like that. Just simple white letters because our studio isn't as cool or something.
But it's perfect.
And so it was all stolen from you. And then, and so a lot of the credit for those things go to Nick Ramsey, who's actually with us right now. He's executive producer of the show. He's a great writer and he's written great stuff for the show. And other writers, everybody on the show will from time to time suggest them. The way they occur to me is if I'm watching a hearing at 11:30 a.m. or something like that, I might hear one of those phrases, and I will grab the phone and I will text it in and I will say magic words, which is what we call that, magic words. I call them magic words. I didn't know what else to call them. So we need some magic words up there, and it's held on. And I will text it, to Melissa Ryerson or to Nick, and 90% of the time that's not what ends up there. But it's one of the things that's occurred to me, and then frequently I get to the end of that sermon that I've written.
Did you eat the brownies?
And I'll get up to leave the room because I'm done, or we got to do the other one, and I'm ready to run down to the studio, and someone says, "What are the magic words?" And only then do we realize we don't have them. And so then I will frequently, I go, give me the script, give me everything they said, and I study them, and I find, this thing, what Trump said right here, those three words. I find it, and surgically implant it after the fact.
It's very good.
And it still works, but we stole it from you.
Well, sometimes the stealer is better at it than the stealer.
And the other big thing that it helps is actually what happens, in terms of YouTube traffic and all that, because what we came to understand is, Trump backs down again is the only thing you see when you find it online. Am I going to click on that, right? And so those words we started to realize have a capacity to get someone's attention.
Whereas with my A-block, I do there's a million things. There's a million there's the headlines and full screens or B-roll or pieces of tape or pieces of transcript or whatever. But that means through the magic of the YouTube algorithm, whatever little snapshot is might be me being like, it won't be Lawrence and the magic words. And that's why he does better.
I think hers are better. I do. I really do. They're very clever.
I love this one.
I'm jealous of her words. but you know, there's such a panic, you know, in writing these shows, and I know you go through it, but one of the most common things that I will say, I mean, minimum half the time, we do it in a conference room where actually I dictate because I never learned the software about the script software at MSNBC. I never learned, and so I just dictate the whole thing. And the
Where's your brother?
very common first line when I sit down.
Where's your brother?
At that table is.
At home. At the home.
He's at home? Huh?
I think so.
How do you know? Where are you?
The convenience store.
I think, which one?
Near the station.
Near your school?
Yeah.
Okay. She's not at home. Not at home, Mikey. Take the pizza in for your mother, okay? She's hungry.
I don't have anything tonight, so I hope the guests are ready to talk a long time because I don't have anything tonight. And then, you know, this panic session will be finished, and I will notice somewhere in the middle of it that I'm talking very loudly and energetically because something has now possessed me in the middle of it. And it's like, and they'll go, yeah, that's 22 minutes, you know, and it was supposed to, and I thought I had nothing.
We live for that possession moment when you realize, oh, here comes the A block. Whoop. Yeah, it's kind of an alien sort of thing. Yeah.
Well, we all learned, I have to say, you know, we learned how to do this from Rachel because...
Make it a habit. 7 minutes of Tai Chi every morning all the way for 1 month. In 1 week, you'll feel better. In 2 weeks, you look better. In 1 month.
You know, what this TV used to be was mostly just panel, roundtable stuff. I flippantly, don't tell me, I used to call it drunks at the bar stuff, which is to say, and I was one of them, I don't drink, but I was one of the guys on those shows where you just sit around, you know. And then Rachel came on and started writing this show, like really writing a show. And it got this tremendous rating, and this was before I had a show. And I was watching that, and I realized she has this big rating. And it made perfect sense to me, because what happens to you at 9 o'clock is you, and most of you start warming up because we watch your behavior in the ratings. At like 8:47 p.m., you know, you really start surging at MSNBC. But at 9 p.m., and by the way, this is exactly what was happening on NBC on Wednesdays at 9 p.m.
Controlling the head?
West Wing was in its first season, is that people were tuning in because after the first time they experienced it, they wanted to be in that author's grip again.
How do you do that?
And what Rachel was doing in hour-long, you know, news talk TV was putting you in the author's grip. And I saw that. I went, oh, it makes perfect sense. And here's the bad part of it. That I realized when they asked me to do a show, and I understood how the ratings worked, and I understood that paychecks are kind of based on ratings. It meant really hard work. You know, like you have to work really hard. You know, Rachel, Aaron Sorkin, equally hard workers. You know, in delivering something, you know, in an hour of television that only they can do, and that's was the model for me going in, was Rachel preceding me, and I knew that, you know, the only way to do this is to really find a way to, first of all, have to say, you know, use your author's position to have something to say, and then make it you can feel that grip, and you want to be in that grip.
I used to call, you called it the drunks at the bar, I used to call it the Punch and Judy show. Because they didn't exist on the internet, don't go looking for them. But it was like me and G. Gordon Liddy
Yes, yes.
Or
yes.
me and Pat Buchanan, or me and conservative du jour, and it would be a host who'd be like, okay, go.
Yeah.
Like, you guys go fight about a thing. And you'd get a lot of plaudits for winning this supposed thing, but it didn't advance. It was a Punch and Judy show. It was just kinetic activity. And then whoever was tactically more skilled at beating up on the other person, that person would win, but it wouldn't matter. You'd both get invited back as long as there was enough yelling. And having been either Punch or Judy for years before I ever got a show, I just decided when I got a show that I would never book more than one person at a time, unless they had to be there with a lawyer or something like that, which happens occasionally. But I figured, if you're telling somebody that the value of this person, my guest, is the way they're going to fight with this other guest, you're intrinsically devaluing either of them. And if either of those people deserves to be listened to on national television, they should have the dignity and space afforded to them to actually speak and without being interrupted. So, not every show should be like that. But I do think that at MSNBC, one of the things that I really value about us culturally is that we don't have people on staff who come on all the time because they make everybody else mad. Right. And so therefore there's going to be blood on the floor in every, once an hour. We don't do that. Lots of other networks do. Every other network does. And we don't. We put people on the air because we think you should hear them. And we treat them with the respect that they deserve. And I think that you model that at 10.
Yeah, we don't pay people to lie. It's as simple as that.
And you don't get invited back if you do.
I used to do, if you go back into the 90s in TV, I used to do the McLaughlin Group, which was actually the original model of this kind of debate chat show. And I was doing it with Republicans, Pat Buchanan, Tony Blankley in the 1990s. We were disagreeing, Eleanor Cliff sitting beside me, and she's liberal disagreeing with Pat Buchanan. But, backstage, we were completely friendly in every way because no one was lying. Tony Blankley wouldn't sit there and lie to me, about what Newt Gingrich did. And Buchanan, he wouldn't lie about what Reagan did. He'd actually chuckle about it, And so people weren't doing that, and it was spirited. It was fun to do, but unfortunately, it was a model that everyone could see. Hey, that's easy programming. Yeah. Let's just do that with expansion teams, And you know what happens with the expansion teams? The game just gets worse and worse, and you get to a point, certainly during the first Trump years, where you had to stare at some of this and realize, hey, wait a minute. They're paying people to lie on TV. Yeah. And it's one thing to bring in a guest from Trump world who you're not paying, but you bring in the guest and the Trump world guest lies and deal with it. By the way, it's why I stopped inviting Trump world guests during the first Trump presidential campaign. The last one I had was just sitting there lying for Trump, and I just thought, I don't know how to counter it because it's this mad flow of crazy stuff. Yeah. And so why are we doing that? Why do that? And
if you had the opportunity now to do a live TV interview with Trump himself, would you do it?
Oh, sure. With Trump himself, sure, I would. And it's really easy. It's really easy.
Do you want me to play Trump?
Play Trump.
Guess who doesn't know how to act? I don't know.
Okay, now, bear with me because the first two words I'm going to say are going to be the most difficult words to say. Mr. President.
I can't do a Trump. I can't do impressions, yeah.
What is a tariff?
You got $20? Perfect. That's literally all you need to start trading. Doesn't matter if you've never traded before. Start tomorrow, especially if you're over 50. By November 7th.
And we'll go from there. And what I'm prepared to do, and what I suggest you do, if any of you get to interview Trump, don't worry about covering some range of subjects, which is what they all kind of do. They all want to get a soundbite about the Middle East and a soundbite about, the economy. Just stay with the one thing that he doesn't know and he's going to lie about. Because the first words out of his mouth about what is a tariff will be a lie. And then eventually, you get to who actually pays the tariff and he'll lie some more. And you just stay with that. That's the way. That's the way I do it. But I've never seen anybody, do a particularly good job of interviewing Trump. There's been, maybe one or two over the years at most. And I don't sit around thinking, I could do better than that.
I don't sit around thinking like, I wonder what Trump has to say about X.
No.
Like, I don't have any curiosity about his thoughts.
No. Well, of course you don't, because it's impossible to be curious about his thoughts. And I don't mean this as like wordplay, but he doesn't have any. And that's.
I think he thinks about you.
No, he does.
He thinks about you.
He has hatreds.
Yes.
He has passions.
Hatred counts as a thought.
But that's what's interesting about asking a question of someone like, Barack Obama, because he's a thoughtful person. You don't know you're going to get his thoughts.
Yeah.
He might need to mask a lot for various purposes or whatever, but in here is a thoughtful person, and this could end up being interesting, if we're lucky. But with Trump, it's utterly ridiculous, to think that there's anything he could say that couldn't be just putting an extra little flourish on one of his hatreds.
I'm just thinking about taking that same approach to an interview with Barack Obama. Can you imagine sitting down with President Obama and being like, define this now? Do you know who your Secretary of Labor is?
Yeah.
Like, what is the country to our north?
Yeah.
Like, asking any of those questions to Donald Trump, actually, there's a little suspense. Like, open question as to whether or not he knows the answer. But you wouldn't have to approach any other president that way.
Yeah, but I am ready for that interview. I got that question ready to go.
We have questions for people.
Oh, we do have questions.
I have not seen yours and you have not seen mine. They're all from you guys.
So you have kindly given us questions to ask each other. Which is very helpful, because I really, after the shoes,
It was weird. Anyway.
So this is to Rachel. It's from Bonnie Barron in Brooklyn. Given the preparation that obviously goes into scripting a 1-hour live show, can you take us through the drama? She has the drama in quotation marks.
Okay.
Really is a drama. The drama that must occur when you learn of major breaking news that occurs close to showtime. How do you quickly revise your prepared show?
Not well. It is not what I'm great at. The way that I prepare for the show, broadly speaking, is just I read all the time. And there's definitely reporting and fact-checking and legal and standard stuff that we have to do, but almost everything that I'm doing is reading or talking to my own staff who's also been reading. And hopefully we haven't all been reading the same things, so it's an iterative process. So there's a lot of trying to understand a lot more news than the thing I'm going to talk about. So hopefully, even if I've prepared 22 interesting...
It's bored.
未来のトレードが今ここで。しかも自分のお金をリスクにさらす必要はほとんどありません。 Hello to my pragmatic optimists. I'm Rachel Cohen. I'm going to be recording by myself today because, as you may be able to tell, I'm on vacation, but have a couple of updates that I want to make sure to share with everyone. I know Tiara will be recording her own, so make sure to like, subscribe, follow along with Legal AF on the Midas Touch Network. State Senator Tiara Mack and I are the pragmatic optimists, and I'm going to do my best to be optimistic as I tell you about ICE's purchase of weaponry, which is striking and terrifying and was broken by Judd Legume over at Popular Information earlier this week. That the ICE spending on weaponry has gone up 700% since Donald Trump's inauguration, and that they are buying not only kind of sidearms and things that you would think that, would you think that ICE really needed weaponry? They're a civil law enforcement agency, and it's very important to note that their jurisdiction is over the interior of the United States, as well as the border, but their focus has historically been on immigration enforcement in the interior of the United States. So we have a civil law enforcement organization because, just as a constant reminder, violations of immigration law are violations of civil laws, not criminal laws. We have a civil law enforcement agency that has a budget that makes it the 13th largest military in the entire world, just behind the state of Israel. Just off of their military budget, if you stand it alone and say ICE is its own country, it's its own army, 13th largest military budget in the entire world, just ICE.
Just ICE.
You have this organization that is currently disappearing people off the streets. Y'all know that I am a Chicago resident. The city of Chicago is under siege, as are the cities of Portland and Memphis and the District of Columbia and Los Angeles. Disappearing people off the streets. There are reports, ProPublica just put out a report that over 150 US citizens have been detained by ICE at this point, wrongfully, people being accused of not having legal status in the United States, who not only have legal status, but are citizens of the United States of America. This is the context, 700% up on military spending, and Judd Legume went through the records with those government contracts. They're literally purchasing warheads and guided missiles as this organization that is focused on domestic immigration law enforcement, literally purchasing of the United States of America. This is the context, 700% up on military spending, and Judd Legume went through the records with those government contracts. They're literally purchasing warheads and guided missiles as this organization that is focused on domestic immigration law enforcement. So I'm going to try and leave you with a little bit of optimism. What do I do in this moment? What is going on? It's really hard. It's overwhelming because at the end of the day, who knows exactly what's happening, but it reads to me very clearly as the President of the United States building out a military force that is loyal functionally just to him, because there's been this rampant expansion of ICE hiring, ICE operations, absolutely no oversight. It's all been done despite the fact that, I talk about this often, but the build out of immigration enforcement to its current horrific state was possible because over the last several decades, there has been real xenophobia, anti-migrant sentiment that has been leaned into.
So let's lean into this. All right, this is huge. ICE is buying warheads and guided missiles, right? So ICE, let's just talk this through. ICE is, let's get ChatGPT on here, or let's get, I don't know, let's see who we got here. I want you to tell me about the ICE purchases that were just broke. Guided missiles and warheads.
Oh man, yeah, that story's blowing up online right now. Turns out it's mostly a mix-up. So ICE's weapons budgets spiked like 700% this year. Way more small arms and chemical stuff for ground control. But the guided missile warheads thing? Nah, that's bogus. DHS is straight up denying it. It's just some weird federal code glitch tagging a 61 grand buy of distraction devices, like flashbangs, under the wrong category. No actual missiles or warheads involved. Wild how fast rumors fly, huh?
All right. So they're not buying missiles.
Yep, no missiles, just flashbangs and crowd control gear. DHS cleared it up. Some paperwork mix-up with the budget codes. People jumped to conclusions, though, didn't they?
They sure did. I was thinking, well, Trump is building a domestic army to fight the U.S. Army in case someone, turns around.
Oh yeah, that's the kind of wild theory that keeps the internet buzzing. Trump's got his fingers in everything, but arming ICE with actual warheads to square off against the military? Nah, sounds like a rejected plot from a bad action flick. Glad it's just flashbangs. Keeps the drama to a minimum. What else are you hearing out there?
Well, you tell me what else you've been hearing out there. What's going on with ICE? Latest news, last 12 hours, ICE.
Oh man, ICE is still in the headlines. Mostly that big Patriot 2.0 sweep in Massachusetts, where they nabbed over 1,400 folks, including some serious offenders like murderers and rapists. That's from earlier this week, but it's dominating feeds. Then there's fresh drama.
Tell me about it. What was it? 1,400? Where were they?
Yeah, over 1,400. Exactly, 1,406 undocumented folks rounded up across Massachusetts, mostly in the Boston area. It was part of this Operation Patriot 2.0 thing they ran all September, hitting up places like Chelsea, Lynn, and Revere. Half had criminal records, the rest didn't. Kinda stirred up a storm locally.
What else?
Oh, check this. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker's fuming, calling for federal charges against ICE agents who detained a U.S. citizen in Chicago last week. Says they crossed a line big time. And get this, MSNBC dropped that ICE is rushing new recruits through training without full background checks, flunked drug tests, or had priors. Recipe for trouble, right? Wild times.
Yeah, so they're not doing drug tests, they're rushing them through. Yeah, what could go wrong?
Right? It's like handing out badges to whoever lines up. One guy's story hit X last night. He's supposed 22, had weed in his system from Colorado vacation, still got hired. Others, tattoos, gang ties. ICE says they're desperate for bodies, but man, accountability's taking a hit. Feels reckless.
Well, what's going to happen is they're going to kill civilians.
Yeah, that's the nightmare scenario everyone's whispering about. If they're skimping on checks, some hothead could escalate fast. Like that Chicago kid who got yanked out of line. Innocent guy, wrong place. One bad apple with a badge and a gun. Not hard to see
or
folks
look at the guy in the courtroom who just lost it with the immigrant's wife, who was screaming and upset that he was being detained, and he threw her on the ground. That lack of emotional control.
Oh yeah, that New York City clip from last week. ICE agent straight up slams the Ecuadorian guy's wife, Moret Galarza, against a wall and onto the floor right in the courthouse hallway with her kids watching.
He's running. He's got to lose a kilo. He's got boxing tomorrow. What's the best way to lose weight for boxing? Go. What's the best way to lose weight for boxing?
Stop. Breathe. Sounds like he's in a crunch, right? For boxing tomorrow, focus on water weight, not fat. Cut carbs tonight, stick to lean protein and veggies. Sweat it out with a sauna or light run, but don't overdo. Dehydration kills performance. Hydrate smart after. Electrolytes in. Tequila? skip it. Lose To drop weight quick without tanking performance, hydrate like crazy now. Your body's holding water from booze.
Hydrate? What do you mean hydrate? Drink water? Nani? What? Nani?
Can you go with me
Where?
to run?
How would I go with you to run? How am I going to run with you?
Can you take a car?
What, you scared?
Yeah.
Don't be scared. Nothing's going to get you, Mikey. You're good. You're good. You'll be fine. Nothing's going to get you. He's scared. Mikey's scared. You'll be fine. He's scared running in the dark. I got a bunch of... Yeah. Poor Mikey's scared. He's scared. Dada, will you run with me? Wait, I'm going to run. Yeah, I'm going to run. Yes, yes, yes. Why, kids? Who ate the cake? Who ate the cake, Mama?
I was starving, I tell you.
Mama was starving.
Mikey. Where did the running?
I know, I saw him. He called me. He goes, Dada, will you run with me? I was like, what? He's fine. He's fine. Damn it.
Bear coming.
No bear's coming.
Dada.
Try this, Tommy. Try. Try it. American.
I don't like the anymore.
What?
It's estimated, Dada.
Estimate or final bill?
Find a beer. This is for a wall. This is for curtain.
You said only 10 mon.
So I cover 12 months, right?
Why so much for fucking curtains?
You did that.
Wash them. Wash them.
I washed it already, but it's the rotten already. What do you think? How long time ago we bought it?
Whatever.
And why you bought it so many?
Waste.
Waste thing.
Huh?
Why you bought so many waste thing?
It's not waste thing. What are you talking about?
You spend money for the stupid curtain. You know? And your computer.
Tommy computer.
How many times did you change the computer? Yeah, Dada. How much did you spend for that?
Tommy. A big belly. It's right.
We did that.
What do you think?
雲木ママ虫歯じゃなかったよ。
Is that Kanazawa? Where's that?
なんで金沢石川でしょ。小松でしょ。
小松? Is that
小松じゃない。わからん。Really? あ、福井県。He from the 福井県。あ、ほら、福井県。The boy from the 福井県。すごいね。Different is the 石川 prefecture. 石川 base だな。
That's probably next to Canal. That's where we went to the air show.
そうそうそう、小松ねあれね。小松。
That's Komatsu. Looks like Komatsu.
You back from the foreign country?
See, wait. See, there's the main airport over there.
あー、本当だね。
That's the airport.
あれ
Yeah, that's the airport over there.
違うよ。
Uh-huh.
違う。
Uh-oh.
違う。
That's Komatsu Airport right there. I recognize it. That's it. There's the little plane.
はい、違います。
That's it.
はい、違います。
Mm-hmm.
全然違う。
Arabian some drink, please.
No.
Please.
Nande. That's mine.
いいやんだだ。
I like that one. I got.
だだ、two devils.
Eat that meat one. I got the
だ
meat
だ、
one for you.
で、とまきいいよ。Go crazy.
So good. So you like it after all, Tommy? Hmm?
お前、デブ。
You like it? That's anchovies.
見て。
That's it. See, there's the airport. See the main
違
planes?
う違う。
There it is.
違う違う。
Yeah.
全然違う。
100%.
あー、すごい。いいなぁ。まあでも本当にうるさいんだよね。あんた結局爪切り見つけたんか？ないの？Where's the nail cutter, Dada? うわ、あれは G がすごいな。爪切りもないから、爪切りもない。そう、あんた、マイクのこと心配なのか？誰か、Why should they make it?
自分で行けよ。
ママだって戦えんやん、そんなもん。お前何のために筋トレしてるんやん。ママ行ったところで何も戦えんぞ。
何戦うって。
なんか来た時。
何も怖いの。
来るで行けっつってんの。ママは戦えない。すぐやられる。
柔道してない。
何年前の話しても。
Tommy, go run with your brother.
いや。
嫌じゃない。
一人より二人の方がいい。
Tommy, go run with your
一人
brother.
より二人の方がいいってことはママが行ったら行くなんか。
マイトが一人でいるよりもママとマイトの二人でいる方がいいだよ。
なんで？その根拠は？お前行くの嫌いだよ、今の。
それはそう
じゃあどうだ、let's go. Worried about Mikey.
Oh, sorry. Go.
Let's go.
No, I'm not going.
Let's go together.
No.
なんで？
You ride the bike. Go find him. Ride the bike, Mama.
I'm drunk.
You should ride the bike then.
And then what should I do?
What are you gonna do?
Let's go. 危ない危ない危ない。
なんで危ない？
危ないよ。危ないの。
What? Is that all you're eating? Just 2 slices, Tommy? Just 2 slices.
Or really important to you know, sound. Now, really dangerous to the situation now.
Nande.
Go, let's go.
That's fucking crazy.
早くして。早くして。お前は冷たい兄弟やな。
Bruce. You're a crazy Japanese wife. Shit, Nande? なんで
Where's the right?
I just want to go relax, Mama. What's she gonna walk? The guy's running. My wife's walking. She's not gonna catch shit. What's she gonna do? Oh. She has no idea where my son is. She has no idea where my son is. She's like walking. She's off looking for my son. You know. JS, do. He went this way. Where are you going? What? Were you gonna chase him down? Were you gonna chase him down?
Go!
We're gonna chase him down.
Let's go to the karaoke then.
No, we're not going karaoke. No, thank you. No, thank you. Now you get me in the car, and now you want to go karaoke. No, I'm going. I'm hungry. I'm tired. Not hungry. I'm tired. I want to go to bed.
Hi, babe. He picked up really fast my phone because we lose.
Where is he? Huh? What did he say?
I will get you, and don't come, but he picked it up with my phone really quick. So he is feeling really lonely. I know him. 早くしてただ。
I don't know where he is.
どこ?
I have no idea where he is. Do your thing, okay? Check where he is.
No, I can't.
What do you mean? Huh? How come you don't have the thing? Where? Why would he be running straight? Because of the lights. He'll probably stay with the lights, right? Right?
かわいいね。これ見て。かわいいね。
What?
Injure?
My beautiful.
ゴミ。
My
Gomi.
My garden looks amazing.
Yeah, gomi.
Amazing
like
garden.
Like a garbage.
Amazing.
You told me that you know where is him.
I don't know where he is. I went this way. All I know is he went this way.
Unbelievable.
Oh, we're going home now. I don't know where I'm going home now. Stupid. Well, you're gonna find someone who's running.
What do you mean someone? Mikey.
Find someone running.
Mikey. Where's Mikey? I worried about him.
Well, you should have got your brother's phone, and brother's phone can track him.
He was waiting my phone. I know him. He picked really early time. Oh, you didn't need to come, but actually he was coming. I know him because he is my son. で、どこですか?
わからん. I hope so. Everyone needs to be suing the DOJ. What's he suing the DOJ for?
Nani?
I'm going home. I've looked. I'm not going to drive around all night looking for him. Damn it. I'm tired.
Me too.
That's exactly why we shouldn't go.
Let's go.
You're tired. You just said you're tired.
Oh.
I have to spend big money for Mikey's room and your curtains.
Where's the Mikey then? You know. Probably he was attacked by the bear.
There's no bears in Sakaicho.
いないよ、マイト。だ。
I don't know where he is.
Call him.
He needs to learn to be strong, not be scared.
Probably he is kidnapped.
Just going
That
for
car
a
is
run.
kidnapping him.
Just going for a run.
いない。ほら、kidnap him. Differently.
Is that it? Why is he stopped there?
Stop it. Stop it. Stare at them.
You want what? You want to stare at them? Maybe they're popping off the kids. Hi. Hi, Dozo, Mama.
Find him, okay?
Alright.
It's your duty.
Hi, Sumi.
いや、お休みじゃなくて。
おやすみなさい。
Where's Mikey?
Bye bye. God damn. Goddamn wife. Nani. What? He's trying to make me go find my son. My wife is all worried about Mike. There's been bears and shit, dude. She's like worried where Mikey is. He tried to. She's feisty. Maybe I get Tom. If I get Tommy, Tommy has a tracker. Tommy and Mike track each other. So Tommy has a tracker for Mikey, and Mikey has a tracker for Tommy. They track each other. So unless I get Tommy's tracker, we get Tommy's tracker. They're pretty big. Black bears, about as big as me, but twice my weight. They can be aggressive too. Not to be fucked around with. But you can't run from them. You better act meaner. You better act meaner. You better fucking, bitch. You're gonna get me, I'm gonna get you. You're gonna lose an eye. I'll tell you what. I'll give him one arm to bite, but this fucking thumb is going for the fucking eye pop. No, boxing lessons don't fucking help against the maybe you get one good punch in the fucking nose. I bet if you hit the nose, I bet if you got a good old punch on the nose, that I mean the bear's nose is sensitive. You know, as it comes in, get a little jab on it. There he is. There's my son. He found. You should run down to Kibe. You should run down to Kibe, Mikey. Mama was driving all around looking for you. How you doing? What about Kibe? How about Kibe? I'll watch you.
Yeah?
When you run down to Kibe and back.
I'm going down.
You should just run to Kibe to that light and back. What's wrong? Gambate. Our boxing. Don't overdo it. Nice steady run, Mikey. Nice steady run. Huh?
To Kibe?
Yeah, I'll walk down with you. Walk down to Kibe. Run down to Kibe. Or to the lights. Just follow the lights down there. See, this is a good road because there's not many cars. Kibes Shogako, you know, like you used to run. I'll walk down with you. Just walk for a little bit. Don't overdo it. Nice and steady. Don't run hard. Just nice and steady.
I need to face 1 kilo だな.
I know.
I need to be.
You want to go to the onsen and sit in the hot steam room? Huh? You want to go to the hot steam room? We can jump in the car, go to the onsen, and go sit in the steam room for an hour. Huh? Sweat out that way. You want to do that? Let's go. Take him to the onsen. There's a steam room there. Just sit in the steam room. Probably years your way. What do you think? Steamer? Yeah, steamer. You can just sit there and just steam it out. Cabbage soup. You gotta drink cabbage soup. What was that? Cabbage soup? Just cabbage and water? We'll hang out. Right, boys. We're going to go to the onsen. It's 8 o'clock. I don't know what time they close. I think they close at 10. You got an hour in the steam room. God damn, I ate so much pizza. Spicy kimchi noodles. No, noodles are carbohydrates. I don't think you want carbs, do you? Cabbage. Go get your onsen stuff quick. Go, go, go. Go, 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 Mikey. Go get your onsen stuff. Let's go. Hey, Krishna. Go to the steam room. Fish. All right. All right. All right, let's see what else going here.
We're going to start with this. Okay, I love this. Let's try and find the pun.
Trump, because of his cognitive decline, is focusing on things like the ballroom and the paper that he writes things on. If any of you have ever had someone who, in your family or friends who had dementia, one of the things you'll notice is they'll pick up on one concrete physical detail, and then they'll free associate to that detail, completely leaving the conversation, whatever the original topic of the conversation was. Let's set the stage. He's brought 1,200 generals from around the world, right, for this very important meeting. And you'll have to forgive me, I automatically go into my Trump voice when I do this. When I have a general, and I have to sign for a general because we have beautiful paper, gorgeous paper, I said, put a little more gold on it. They deserve it. I want the A paper, not the D paper. We used to sign that piece of garbage. I said, this guy's going to be a general, right? I want to use the big, beautiful, firm paper. I want to use the real gold writing. After all the work you do to become a general or an admiral, your commission, that commission is beautifully displayed, and I sign it. You know, I actually love my signature. Everybody loves my signature. But I sign it very proudly, and I think to myself, how can you have an auto pen do this? So disrespectful to me. It's totally disrespectful. As it turns out, almost everything he did was by auto pen, except when he gave his son Hunter a pardon, he signed that one. Actually, it's the worst signature I've ever seen. The auto pen looks better. It's right there in plain sight. We're all seeing it. But no one's calling it. It's like the emperor has no brain, but the media is afraid to say it. The professionals are afraid to say it.
I'm Joanna Coles. This is the Daily Beast podcast, and no one has provoked more comments from you than our podcast with Dr. John. He's a psychotherapist in private practice.
It's hilarious.
And for a long time, he had the podcast Shrinking Trump, where he analysed Donald Trump, president, through his own words. And his argument has always been that he's actually a very straightforward person to diagnose for a shrink because there's so much of him out there. Donald Trump is a man who's been astride the modern media, whatever form it's taken, for, well, I was going to say hundreds of years. It feels like hundreds of years, but dozens of years. So actually there is no time to waste.
Narcissism. Malignant narcissism is actually a personality disorder that was first introduced by Erich Fromm in the 1940s when he escaped Hitler. And it was his attempt to explain the psychology of Hitler and other evil dictators like Hitler. So he was meant to describe it as a type. So when I compare Trump to Hitler, what I'm saying is we can argue about the differences, but the essential similarity is that they're cut from the same cloth. They have the same personality disorder. And I predicted before Trump was elected the first time that he would rule like Hitler because he has the same personality disorder as Hitler. And now finally, of course, sadly, we're seeing that he is actually following Hitler's playbook almost to the letter.
John, is there the possibility that you're...
What?
9 minutes.
I mean,
Onsen.
which onsen is it?
Awara.
You want to go? Awara onsen has a better steam room? Do you know this has a good steam room? You know that one has a good steam room or no?
Yeah, I know. We'll have a steam.
Alright, we'll go Awara onsen. The main one, right? The big pyramid one?
Yeah.
I'll just hang out in the front. We're going to Awara onsen. Oh, what the fuck is that thing? Bird just flew and landed.
alarmist here, that the parallels you're making to Adolf Hitler are parallels that Donald Trump wants you to make because he wants to frighten people. But actually, the fact that you and I can talk openly about this is a sign that we're not in Germany hurtling towards 1941 or 1942. Is this, are you confident that the diagnosis you make is not alarmist?
Well, I think you're about 8 years late with that question. Because when I first started saying it, I got a lot of pushback from journalists who were saying, well, come on, it's not like he's going to form concentration camps. You know, stop calling him Hitler. And I said, no, he will form concentration camps. And I don't know if you remember this, but in his first administration, he was building out camps in the desert to keep immigrants. And they were building out a capacity for 250,000 beds. That was his plan. Then with the childhood separation plan, it became so abhorrent. You know, that was the one thing that the country really pushed back on, that he kind of backed off the concentration camp for immigrants.
To all senior ladies, printable chair yoga workout is now
Now he's going full tilt. I mean, think about this. they're literally just snatching people off the street, whether they're citizens or not citizens, you know, whether they have ID or don't have ID. Masked secret police, right? Beating people up, smashing their windows, abducting them, disappearing them. Then people can't even find out where they are. Putting them in camps, or in the most extreme case, putting them on a plane to death camps. Okay, I often explain that a concentration camp is not a death camp. The internment of Japanese in World War II was a concentration camp. Concentration camp means we're concentrating an undesirable population because of their race or their religion or whatever in an enclosed prison-like village, okay, or area. That's a concentration camp. It becomes a death camp when you start killing them. So what he's doing with these third world countries is he's outsourcing the death camp part. So they can just disappear people into these third world hellholes and never to be seen again. So that's just one example of, I don't think it's alarmist, okay? At this point, we're past Kristallnacht, okay? It's not alarmist anymore, it's happening. Just look on social media.
I think one of the things that people find very interesting, when you're reading about history, or indeed when you're looking at what's going on around the world now, is how can one man manage to amass so much power and so much sycophancy around him? And you think of Vladimir Putin, who's also managed to create the same environment for himself, and indeed there are many strong men, as they're being called. Are they all malignant narcissists? Is that an ingredient that you need to be a leader?
Yes, the short answer is yes. That's the type that Eric Fromm was talking about. And one of the things that these people do, our colleague Robert J. Lifton recently passed away. He's been studying malignant narcissism in leaders for like 60 years. And one of the terms that he came up with is malignant normality. And malignant normality is when a malignant narcissist takes control of their society and establishes a new set of norms, establishes a new reality through propaganda, and basically converts the entire country to their psychosis, converts the entire country to, or most of it, to operating under their delusional, destructive beliefs. So that's what's happening right now. Way in which, now all liberals are being labeled as Antifa. Recently Carolyn Levitt said all Democrats, the only Democrats are people who are Hamas terrorists and left-wing terrorists, and I forget what the other group was.
That was truly a disturbing, very strange comment.
But the demonization of the opposition, the dehumanization of the opposition, the shutting down of free speech, the demonization of an ethnic minority. I've said this over and over again. As a Jewish person, I need to say immigrants are the new Jews. When my people say never again, we don't just mean never again to Jews. We mean never again to any ethnic group. And now these immigrants are being treated in much the same way the Jews were. They're being knocked to the ground, disappeared, put in camps, and in some cases, yes, death camps. El Salvador is a death camp. We know from Abrego Garcia that they were told over and over again, you will never live outside of this camp. And we'll talk about this later, but Stephen Miller, I think, is also an extremely disturbed individual. He is, and I'm not saying this is a joke, a Jewish Nazi. He is actually showing a identification with the aggressor. It's actually a defense mechanism that Anna Freud identified, where you identify with your oppressor. You identify with the person who's abusing you. It's a very common psychological phenomenon, actually. That's why a lot of people who have been abused as children become abusive adults. We're going to talk about Trump's cognitive decline. A lot before the election, people said, well, what's going to happen if this dementia gets worse in the White House? And I said, well, it's going to be like the weekend at Bernie's White House. Trump, because of his cognitive decline, is focusing on things like the ballroom and the paper that he writes things on. And, he's sort of meandering about all of these sort of side issues. But the real driver of the Hitlerian agenda is actually Stephen Miller. And I think people need to know that.
Perhaps we'll do a special episode on Stephen Miller and get you to analyze some of his dialogue for us. In terms of Donald Trump, he's the malignant narcissist, you say. You also say that he's suffering from some level of dementia, and you gave us some incredible examples, one of which triggered all sorts of people. And this was when he was saying, and I'm going to read it, I'm quoting you here, he was saying that they're going to send all these immigrants from insane asylums, and then he goes, anyone seen Silence of the Lambs? And then he goes, the late, great Hannibal Lecter. Nobody likes to talk about him anymore. And everybody remembered that exchange, and your explanation of it being a symptom of dementia was very helpful. Can you re-explain that for people who didn't hear it the first time?
Sure. So it's a chain of loose associations, right? So he's telling a lie. He's saying that all these immigrants are coming from insane asylums. Okay, so that's the malignant narcissism. He's just lying. But then thinking about an insane asylum reminds him, oh, I saw a movie about insane asylums. Okay, and then that makes him remember the main character from the movie. And that makes him think, hey, whatever happened to that guy? No one ever talks about him anymore. So we're seeing like a stone skipping along the water. He's going from one association to another, but it doesn't make any linear sense. So saying, hey, nobody ever talks about the late, great Hannibal Lecter. Well, first of all, he's a fictional character, so he can't be dead. But how did you get there from immigrants coming from insane asylums? Because
you could have 1 million followers and still not be able to pay your bills.
Over 1 million creators and brands are growing faster, engaging better, and selling more. What about you? Instantly reply to every comment, DM, and story mention. Or let people comment a keyword to automatically receive personalized messages. Turn comments into cash. Sell more products, boost event signups, and crush affiliate sales, all on autopilot. Get the most out of Instagram. Try ManyChat for free today.
Do not trust one single herb.
If you use ginger together with cinnamon, they work so much better for your blood sugar than using them individually. For pain relief, I'd recommend coconut oil and turmeric combined. And you make it beautiful.
Had this loose chain of association.
And is it a loose chain because it's...
It's little. It's very famous. People come from all over Japan. Little. It's very famous. People come from all over Japan and hang out here. Look, and hang out here. Look, little foot bath. Onsen water's coming out. It's kind of cool. Here's what it looks like inside. Look, big old pool, and look, and that there is inside of this thing here, like a pyramid. Isn't that kind of cool? This thing here, how they built it. Very cool. It's like partly outside and also inside. We get to see, did the bear shit in the woods? I don't know. Here's a little history. Here's our little castle. Look. Don't drink the water. What's this stuff in? Oh, look. Like they're boiling eggs or something, maybe? Oh, look, it's hot. They put eggs in here. It's actually hot. Look how hot that is. Actually that's not heated. That's actually from the earth. Old benches. Yeah. Oh, they found the water. Ooh, look. Spring water. Sitting around. In the summer of 1883, during a long drought, the landowners of Juruku village, now part of Awada, planned to dig a well to rinse rice, to irrigate the rice plant. After digging 40 meters down, hot water magically sprouted up. This is the historic moment, that source of Awada hot springs. They were digging a well and they found friggin' hot water. Naturally, the news of the hot spring rising from the ground in the fields of Juruca spread throughout the surrounding villages of Owada. The excitement of this new discovery prompted massive digging in search of this precious water. However, in order to preserve the natural landscape and avoid destruction digging, the prefecture government prohibited random drilling and regulated the number of hot springs in the village as of 1974. Owada became widely known for its abundance of wonderful hot springs. Many people visit Owada seeking the natural health benefits the springs provide. The lodgings and the restaurants were quickly constructed where people could check over 6 months. This is it's a historic, that's what we're in. The onsen, people chilling out, having lunch, people visiting. Right. What is the hot spring? By definition, a hot spring is water that rises from the ground with a minimum temperature of 25 degrees Celsius. And a hot spring must be composed of ingredients seen above. Right? The hot spring water is believed to have health benefits. For example, it relieves rheumatisms and neuralgia. A fully equipped hot spring will satisfy definition of hot spring water, provided healthy environment. So this is all the stuff that it has, right? So CO2, lithium, SR, beryllium, iron, 2 kind of irons. Look at all this stuff here, dude. And these are, gets hot springs in Owada, I guess. Or in Japan. Maybe this is Japan. Looks like it's Japan, doesn't it? I don't know. Not sure. Kind of cool. Are you guys enjoying the show and tell? Yeah, my knees are hurting me. God damn. I need to go to the hot spring for my knees. Look at this here. Little bamboo, little outfits of bamboo. That's kind of really cool. Made with bamboo. Isn't that really cool? Bamboo art. I bet I could make this art. I really like that. I want to make this, dude. Look at that one. A little. Child. Oh, look, they're making it. His workshop. In a play. Well, there he is now. Look, he's old. All these dolls he made. $1888 is when they found it. It was 1919. Look at that. This is the hot. I guess that was the hot spring right there. Look at all the muddy roads. 1911. wonder where the first hot spring was. Here? I wonder if this is where the site of the. It wouldn't surprise me that this would be the site of the first hot spring. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you think? Is this the site of the first hot spring in Owata? I wonder. Let's go this way here. I bet this is the site of the first one. All these famous people that come here. So there's a little museum piece in here. It's funny, they celebrate like what they did for China, and yeah, they don't talk about what they really did to China. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, just join Discord. Undoubted. Oh, they got a little here, ice cream here. Look, little. Oh, that's not bad. 800 yen. Oh, those are kaki. $800 for kaki. That's not bad for a big old bag of kaki. Wow. No, kaki is persimmon. Persimmon. What's up, pissed off? How you been? Mikey went to the sauna. Mikey's gonna go sit in the sauna for an hour. This is the side of the first onsen that was, I guess I learned, I didn't know that was discovered in 1888. In 1888, the first onsen was discovered, hot springs in Owata. And this town became, yeah, hot springs is a spa. So this is the official, I guess this would have been the first, I can't imagine, I mean, if you were gonna build the, you know, the official, it would be the side of the first one, right? They don't say that, but I guess I kind of take that from what they're saying. This is where the very first one was founded. I mean, wouldn't you build the museum on the first one? Right? You know? So I didn't know that. So I guess, I mean, they built, look at this shit, dude. They have a stage here. So yeah, it's a spa. And they've got saunas in here. So Mikey's gonna sit in the sauna for an hour. He's got boxing tomorrow. He's gotta lose 1 kilo. He ran and now he's going to the sauna. There was a movie I just saw recently about a fighter. It was all about him trying to lose weight and how crazy it was and nearly dies and shit. Yeah, we could try to restart. Let me try to restart. What should we? I can try to restart and see if we get some magas in here. I'll be right back. Let me see if I can get them in here.